everybody, welcome back. Oh, the cameras are fucked, but what else is new? This is just what we do here. Pat, you are
It would not.
Fuck cameras?
I'm what?
Cameras. Danny, you are in... Why are you in Danny's spot? That's weird.
I have become Danny. I have assumed his position. I am
Nobody
him.
can assume
Why
Danny's
is this making
That's
noise?
very true. That is
That
very,
kid
very
is-
true.
Oh, I'm in Danny's spot. Or I was. Oh, and then, okay, now I see what was going on.
Well,
Unique is certainly the way that I would phrase it. I love him very much, though.
Alright, there we go. Haha.
Okay.
Solved.
Extremely.
Amelia is just at the very bottom of the screen, peeking over it like a child. Alright. And Pat is just so...
Oh my god, why are I'm like, hi everybody, how you
Yeah.
doing?
What is this?
This is just like
I am
hyper zoomed
definitely
in
on
my
time
face.
today and not just starting my makeup.
I was the first one here today. It was very surprising.
Yeah, the rest of us were playing Overwatch with Jenny and one of
Oh,
her
shocker.
Psych,
Fucking
I was
shocker
here
that.
first.
Well,
You really
okay,
were.
other than the person who is running the goddamn stream off me.
I was here first.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to PP Game. I am your host, your dungeon master, Offbeat Outlaw. I use he, they pronouns. And we have our lovely cast. Danny will be joining us later today. But he's just
What are they
taking
trying to
his
get you to do?
time.
He's on Danny time.
Yeah.
Danny time, as we know, is a separate time zone.
It is. It really is. Make the final boss the god of tech issues. How about a secret boss? I'm not about to throw away my whole fucking plot for a bit. I'm sorry. That would be based, but I'm not gonna do it. I will resolve to being cringe.
I mean, they did say if the donation was big enough, but I think that sum of money is going to need to be absurd to throw out that much work.
Yeah. To make me throw out this whole plot and over about 2 years worth of preparation, pay me the salary of 2 years. How about that? How does that sound?
2 years worth of preparation. Okay.
Yes. You do not know all of the prep that has come into today.
Like
Anyway.
today specifically, or leading up to?
Leading up to today.
Leading
How
up
about today specifically? It's taking me 2
I was like, what are we doing today? Fuck me. Oh god.
Amelia. Introduce yourself.
Hi. My name's Amelia Som. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com. And unfortunately, my pronouns were laid off because the C-suite board members refused to take pay cuts. So.
Wow. Brooke.
Wild. Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday. I'm not late. You are early. That was rude of you. I am playing Viari, the god of always on time. Their pronouns are whatever you would like. My pronouns are she, they. Yeah. Patrick.
Hello, everybody. I'm Patrick. I'm that gray gentleman everywhere on the internet. I am playing Theta Locke, the god of possibility.
You're not the god of possibility yet.
Not yet. It's still the god of
Says
last
who?
chances.
I'm sorry,
I
Brooke.
said-
Yeah, Brooke. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I'm
No,
sorry. Are
don't
you
get me
the
wrong.
DM?
It's not
Are you the
fully
DM?
that. I don't know.
Excuse me.
literally said to me that it's a
No, I-
transition.
It is a transition period.
I'm getting this information from the DM who's suddenly changing their mind.
Can you
just
please tag your
now.
spoilers, Brooke? God.
And
The
also,
future
like,
god of possibility, the current god of last chances.
And also, I can just change
Just like
my
Campbell's
mind.
soup.
Yeah, exactly.
I can also change my mind because that hasn't happened
Man,
again.
but don't get all stroppy with me when I
I will
relay
get all
information.
stroppy with you for revealing bullshit.
Excuse
I
you,
just
I
wanted
guess
to
I'll just
confuse
go fuck
Amelia
myself
because
then.
Amelia wasn't here last time. I almost said
I
last year,
wasn't.
last week.
Confusing me implies that like anytime I hear something I don't understand, I think about it instead of just being like, huh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's
Keeps
a thing
going.
now.
Yeah.
Anyway, my pronouns are currently under the SDL for WotC, and I don't trust saying them aloud until we get anything in writing. Just as I don't trust anything WotC says until we get it in writing. So
Every time someone says WotC, I just interpret it as Watsky.
WotC,
Every single
yeah.
time. Like I read it WotC, but
Yep, that's beautiful. That's glorious.
I fully believe that you
No!
listened to everything I said.
Fuck off, offbeat.
What, $500 to heal a boss? I think that's fair.
No. Hang on.
It's only fair if you pay us.
Honestly, I was gonna say everybody gets $100 after the stream.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll
That's
split
true.
it five. I'll split the $500 gets split 5 ways.
I've actually
accept.
established a new form of compensation, which is anytime someone who is Canadian offers to give me money for like content, I just want you to send me the dollar amount equivalent of all dressed chips.
You want me to get you $100 worth of all traps?
That's such a.
I'm
deep
getting
cut.
50 from Kill Every Monster.
Oh wow.
They're like, we were talking about it. I was like, wait a sec, because you know what? I have a job. I can buy things for myself here. You know what I can't buy here?
What?
All dressed chips.
What is that? I don't know.
It's
what
like
that
the
is.
best flavor of chips, and they keep it all for themselves up in Canada.
It is a Canada
I would like the
exclusive
same
flavor.
compensation just so that I can try it.
It's gonna take the entire budget just to send it to you.
That's
I'll
true,
I'll be able to
actually.
send one bag of chips to Australia.
The way that shipping is.
And not like a family share bag of chips, like one of those single bags.
And they're
of
all
chips that
crumbled
you
by the
get in,
time you
like,
get
the
them.
cafe
It'll
line.
just be the all dressed flavor powder in the bag. It'll be
You
dust.
can just snort it.
That will be That's
Oh.
horrible.
I mean, to be fair, Amelia, what was the powder, the flavor powder that I purchased from Hawaii? Although that's still within the United
Oh
States.
my god. Fuck, I can't remember what that's called. That stuff's
can
so
just-
good too.
I can go look at it and find out right now, but
That's
it
a
is
deep cut.
feasible
When
to
were we
think
talking
about
about that? That was a long
like
time
last
ago.
year.
Like a year ago.
Ballad Boy
Oh.
says all
A year
dressed
ago.
chips ain't all that. You're a contrarian. No, I refuse. I know we've had this discussion and we just both have
Why?
very different opinions, but I disagree with you.
Why would you seem... Oh, Danny's here. But why would you hear me so excited and joyful and then come up to my parade covered in rain? It is so hard to find things that spark joy in this life. I'm gonna eat my all-dressed chips and I'm gonna be happy about it.
Offbeat, are you making fun of people's food choices?
No, Ballad was.
No, people are
Valid.
But the exact opposite, actually.
All dressed chips slap. I disagree. All dressed chips do like honestly, I'm gonna say it. All dressed chips fuck, and that's all I need to really say. I think.
Speak your
It
truth,
is.
King.
It is
Yeah.
currently -16 in New England. I can confirm this.
Why is New
It-
England made of ice right now?
I don't know, bitch. It's coming from you guys. It's coming from the northerly area.
It's only like -15 here. It can't be that cold.
How cold is it here?
Wait,
Let's see.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Celsius here out here.
It is 44 degrees here in Colorado.
Minus
It is
15 and you just
beautiful.
said it's not that cold?
Well, -15 is like 20 degrees Fahrenheit, I think.
It
Really?
is.
Oh,
it
wait,
is
I thought you
minus.
said-
Offbeat is struggling with the overlay
Wait,
right
wait.
now.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play
I'm
some
looking,
fucking.
I'm looking at the stream right now.
Oh, it's
and
5 degrees.
Nothing is going right.
It's 5 degrees
Dude, I'm in
Fahrenheit.
struggle town, man. I'm in struggle town. Oh shit.
It's the movie
Wow.
Speed, but it's known as the struggle
is-
bus.
Negative
It is
35 in
currently-
Quebec is close to negative 35 in Fahrenheit, because negative 40 is where those two scales intersect, or
Yeah,
those two
It
functions
is.
intersect.
It is currently -27 degrees Celsius in
Fahrenheit is so confusing to
New
me.
England right now.
Fahrenheit
They're
is.
both just, they're like both equally confusing.
No,
Like, people always...
You know what I hate about Fahrenheit is that it doesn't make sense and the rest of the world is right, and that makes me mad.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yep.
No,
It's
sorry.
the
Other way,
same-
no, wrong way around. Fahrenheit is right. Centimeters are wrong.
What? Why? Why?
Nope.
Proof.
No, centimeters are right. Fahrenheit is wrong. You're right. I got it right the first time.
Celsius?
What's happened? Those are two different units of measurement, Danny.
Exactly.
Do you mean
No, because,
metric
like-
and imperial?
like centimeter? Yeah, metric makes sense because it's in hundreds, right? That tracks.
Correct.
Exactly. What the fuck is a foot?
The reason why there's 12 is so you can count it on your fingers. You just go for each knuckle. 1, 2, 3,
Wait,
4,
oh.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, that's... And then you, like,
That's how it
have...
developed.
Yeah, that's
that
why
how- that's
everything is in
incredible.
versions of 12s and
Brooke and I
16s.
are in the same point of the reason why it's 12 is so you can count it on your fingers. Why would it not be 10?
Because you can count more. If you do 10, you have
You're
10.
missing a finger, man.
And then you, like, if I'm trying to keep track and count something, like, if, let's say, so the Babylonians, like, invented math, so, like, take it up with them. But the premise is, if I have a lot of things,
This is your thing
I don't
now.
have writing, okay? I have to count on my fingers. If I have 10, I can only count up to, like, 100. Because at some point, I have to, like, use one of my fingers to count how many 10s I've counted, and every time you do that, you have less fingers. If you count by knuckle, you can mark 12s on here, and then you have one group of 12s, two groups of 12s, three groups of 12s, so then you have, like, 12 by, what is this?
Babylon is
20.
weird.
Don't,
I'm
No,
glad
that's not 20,
Alexander
that's
the Great
12.
took it down.
don't give me
But yeah.
your Babylonian propaganda.
But then everything was base
Just
12.
targeted.
The reason the Babylonians are all dead.
And then if you filled up your fingers, there's 5, and 12 times 5 is 60. And so that's why there's 60 minutes in an hour, and there's 5 12s and a 60.
I think no. Jacob's server in the chat is right. We measure in French fries per dip. Yes, we either do that or it's footballs per hamburger. Okay.
I
Washington.
mean, the reason the
American here.
Babylonians are dead is because of the Visigoths, who arguably were worse at math.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who won?
The people who
nerds?
were worse at
No!
math, which is why we're here today. Because they adopted the Babylonian system.
Look, if we want to go for, like, what's the best base to count in, it's hexadecimal. Do you guys want some fun Amelia lore?
Let's hear it.
Bring
Yeah.
it. Let's go.
When I was a kid, my dad taught me how to count in binary, base 10, and hexadecimal. And then when I was at school, the teachers were like, this kid doesn't know how to count.
This kid is fucking stupid.
They're like, she's really smart at everything, but her numbers are weird.
Why is she
And then I did
counting?
base 10
Why
and I
can't
forgot,
she
like,
get
half
above
of it.
1? Why does she start from 0?
It's like, why are there letters here?
She goes 0 1 0 1 0.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
How many
Zero.
zeros and 5?
1, 0, 1.
T-Bone, don't
zero,
you dare bring
1,
Blade
1.
Beyblade into this chat and not expect me to be ready at a moment's
about
notice to let
Beyblades?
it rip.
What about Beyblades?
Choice.
D&D when?
When I say something,
For $2? For only $2, you can wait.
Oh, honey.
$2 Canadian. Damn, what's that in American?
We're playing with Monopoly money here.
This is
No, my Beyblade!
1 point. There's 2 divided by 1.3. Damn, $1.50. $1.50.
That's a Costco hot
we
dog.
if we were at a strip club, this person just threw a George Washington and a quarter and 2 quarters at us. That's
No,
what
If the
they're
Loch
from
Ness
Canada.
Monster
They
were
threw
here,
a
we'd get
toonie
him
at
to
me.
leave us alone.
a toonie.
I'm paid minimum.
Minimum.
Canadian.
Honestly, I can respect that.
Pray for us, funny man.
This isn't a D&D stream, it's my math class.
Vibes for real, for real.
Oh, but I suppose we should do the D&D thing at some point. So let me take out my notebooks.
Supposedly.
We're all broke. Sorry, get well soon.
We
Bro,
will do our
same,
darndest.
Can't relate. I'm a
Lucky.
rich bitch now.
You are a rich bitch now, that's true.
Honestly, Amelia's living the gay dream, and we should start respecting that.
Yeah. I'm girl bossing so fucking hard.
As you
You
should.
are.
Girl bossy. Never girl
bossed before.
Are we playing D&D?
Yeah, I'm just getting my
I
pens.
guess so.
All right.
Who the fuck knows, Daniel?
Luck
I
fight.
managed to get through my eyebrows in that time. You know it took a long time if I managed to get my eyebrows done.
Yeah, you're welcome, Brooke.
Thank you.
Next time, I guess I'll just draw attention to you doing your eyebrows while that happens.
What? Why would I care?
I don't know. You seemed very poignant about this eyebrow thing. I thought there was.
No,
thought
I
there was
mean, it
something-
takes me ages to do my eyebrows, and I managed to
Damn.
get them
No,
done.
next time we have to try. Next time we have to try and stress Brooke out by going so fast with the cold open that they can't get their eyebrows done. That's what we have to do next time, guys.
Yeah, next time we're gonna totally
Intense-
own Brooke by
intense-
starting the
yeah.
stream on time.
Nope.
That'll show you.
What we do next
Well, so
time?
I'm doing my makeup on stream. Oh no, I've never done that before.
What we do next time is we all show up in the process of doing full face, and like get it like eyebrows, eyeliner,
Amelia had
blush,
this idea.
contour, the whole deal. And we
Amelia
all do
had
it
this
together.
idea that you guys should all try to do your makeup like me, but with no instructions.
I think we should do it.
That's
I
actually
think
not
that's
a terrible.
con-
You guys
idea.
have seen me do my makeup so many times.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. You think I pay attention? I'm looking at three.
Okay,
different
right
other
now
things.
she puts
You're a
blood
tiny
on
little-
her
You're a
cheeks,
tiny
and then
little
she
woman
blends
on my
it out.
screen, Brooke. You're a great friend, but you are so small to me right now. You are so tiny. You're just a tiny little guy.
Danny, you have been in chat while I've been doing my makeup so many times. I feel like you've got enough. I think you can
No,
do
I
it.
don't.
Either
don't.
way,
I-
let us begin D&D. Last episode, the party did a luck fight against not the god of protection, against vengeance,
Oh thank God.
which the party won. Very close. It was very close.
Yeah. I knew you guys
Patrick.
could do it.
Feda won the Shield of Vengeance, a weapon which mitigates 10 damage per hit and can deal the damage absorbed on its next attack. This can be used once per long rest. But after you use this feature, you maintain the damage mitigation. Viari had a quick little chat with Scrap, made a little room for them inside of her domain, and Feda had a chat with Alistair, asking to begin the process of changing his domain from the god of last chances to the god of possibility. And so, we begin. Unless you guys had anything else to do in the Pantheon, mind if I just send you back down? Y'all wake
Sounds good to me.
the next morning, where you basically held up camp for the night, in the kid camp. Gary's already up, a floating hurdy-gurdy playing gentle tunes behind him. He has instructed it to do so.
That's fair.
Vibes for real, for real.
Vibes for real, for real.
Gary needs that brown noise to concentrate and
Yeah.
shut out all the demons. The demons are us.
Me with my Spotify and AirPods.
The rest of us who can't sleep are just staring at Gary as he's trying to.
Yeah, no, Feda's the only one that wakes up. The rest of you come out of a hypnosis-like state.
I'm gonna see what Gary's con save is for maintaining concentration. Not bad. He manages to maintain concentration while Godfrey stands menacingly hunched over his work as he sleeps.
Right.
I'm gonna walk up to Scrap
Mhm.
and just be like, "Did it work? Did you go there?
Yeah,
Freaking sick! High five.
I killed a lot of shit.
Good. I'm glad."
Feda, you wake up.
Hmm?
You look around.
Ace, we've talked about this.
I'm-
Staring
Ace-
at me.
Ace canonically is not staring at any of you ever. I'm just sitting. Not to like know your yes and, but Ace does not give a shit.
No, okay, we'll just say that Feda is just like still like eyes closed, turned over, and just assume that's what's happening. The way
Godfrey's
Okay,
familiar is looking at you. That's what you wake up to. It's like when a cat's like
Fuck.
sitting on your face. That's what's happening.
What's his name again?
Wanker?
Wanker. What the fuck, man? Why?
Fuck you. That's why. Is he just Cartman from South Park?
I don't know. That's
I made
your
you with your
decision.
parents. Fuck you.
Fuck
The one
you.
who plays-
Hold on, did D&D Beyond time out for any of you guys? Because my
Yeah.
Beyond has fully
Yo,
crashed.
what
yeah.
if
She's kind
It
of
has
having
been
a little
since
bit of
last
a
night.
moment.
D&D Beyond
Um,
has been catching nothing but L's for like the past
They probably
3
had to
weeks.
like fire a bunch of developers. They lost so much money. I don't know. Maybe
Worst
people quit.
quarter
Who
D&D
in
knows?
Beyond
history.
Hasbro is the Elon to D&D Beyond's Twitter.
Yeah, but actually though,
That wasn't a
That's
joke.
the
That was more of an
original
observation.
game of D&D Beyond, and
Alright,
how
well-
happy they must be right now that
Mm.
that they sold
it.
it and that they're no longer
yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wonder if they're happy if they're just like, wow, they're really killing my baby like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
wow.
real, for real.
And then started work on one that for Pathfinder.
I bet
That would be so funny.
Bet you.
That'd be hysterical if they did.
Yeah, their last tweet was from 5 hours ago. They're not working on this shit. Anyway.
Nice.
Um,
Alright. Don't ask me to roll nothing, bro.
damn, that's unfortunate. That's how the game works.
You guys didn't memorize all your modifiers?
Download your character sheets.
Cringe. Yeah, you're all awake. What do you guys do? It's a new day. Just to remind you some things that are on the docket for potential mission options. You guys have more or less united the musicians and the reconstructors. I remember it was kind of tenuous and a bit of a meeting need to be made to get Bernard all the way on their side. But Bernard did say that he would not be aggressive towards the reconstructors any longer. You have the infiltration mission inside the Ministry of Space, as well as a potential infiltration mission into the Ministry of Manufacturing. You've only slightly managed to get inside the Ministry of Finance before leaving, so infiltrating those ministries is all available to you.
We do need to get
Right.
into the Ministry of Space at some point.
We do.
Well, do we still have the plan for me to disguise myself as,
Yeah.
yep, that guy whose name
Yeah.
is currently
Fenrir.
escaping me.
Fenrir.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
My
Fucking-
chest.
That's right, because it was a badass
Did we
name.
get contacts from Fenrir yet?
No, we haven't. We haven't really acted on it yet at all. We just
Why?
have the plan in place because we were
He-
trying to decide where to go first.
Let's work
He
on a
is
heist
in your-
plan then.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is in your chest at the
Yes,
moment, so we
so-
could always just ask him.
I know, but like, where are we going first? Because the Ministry of Space, very important because they control basically all the movement inside of facilities.
Yeah.
So
And it's getting that map is going to let us figure out how to get into the other ministries and get to who we
exactly.
need.
Plus, that'll help us understand who is pretending to be Alistair.
Yeah. In
But
fact, I think we should go into this assuming that we might run into them because we're probably going to have to teleport use the teleportation-y things between dimensions. You know how some of the rooms are in another
Yeah.
dimension or something?
No,
yeah, we're probably going
exactly.
to have to do that, so we might
Right.
run into them. So we're probably going to have to go into this super prepared.
Okay.
Or
I mean,
willing
I'll-
to keep up the guise that you guys are just random people as well. 'Cause They
Right.
won't necessarily know your gods unless you use spells of 6th level or higher.
okay, I think. What if we move on What if we, instead of actually like infiltrating things with Fenrir, we get a connection to the Ministry of Production, and we use that to get into the Ministry of Space. So rather than like infiltrating the production, we use that as a means to an end.
Just run that by me one more time. What?
Yeah.
All right. So so initially, what I was thinking with the whole Fenrir plan is that we use that to go immediately to the Ministry of Production. Is that what it's called?
Ministry of
Right.
Manufacturing.
I mean, that would make
Manufacturing. That's what,
manufacturing would make sense because that seems to be where Fenrir had his connections
Exactly.
as an arms
but
dealer.
exactly, which is what my initial thought was. But I feel like the Ministry of Space is much more important to start with. Just so we have a good base. Exactly. We don't want to build a house on quicksand, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I say we use the connection at the Ministry of Production Manufacturing and use that as leverage to get to the Ministry of Space. So it's like
Yeah,
rather
I mean-
than it's like if you imagine like 2 points on like a graph or something or like on a thing, and this
Yeah,
is the Ministry
no, I know
of
what you're
Manufacturing,
saying.
this is Ministry. Instead of going here, we're going like ha 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 like that.
Yeah, connect the dots. I mean, I sort of figured, considering that the whole reason that I'm the one disguising myself as Fenrir, and just kind of changing my form is because they have the anti-magic fields up, and so it would
Yes.
immediately dispel any sort of
Yes.
magical means of doing so.
Mhm.
So I kind of just figured that I was either going to be going with one other person or it was going to be a solo mission.
I thought we were doing an entourage thing.
If we want to do an entourage thing, I'm not opposed to that.
I love
I'm
that
just
movie.
saying that's look, if I'm going to be lying about who I am and pretending to be somebody else, I would prefer to have a direct line to Viari, because don't give me that look like you're smug and satisfied. I'm stating fact.
It's okay.
I would like
just
to have at
remember
least a
previous
direct-
missions is all. It's cool.
Okay, so I think we entourage it. Ocean 7, great movie. We do have to go tell Big Boss at the Reconstructors to about us getting the musicians on board, though, because he did ask us to do that, and I want him to know we followed through on our end of the bargain.
I can send a
Sure.
simulacrum to do that.
Awesome, that'd be great. Okay.
Well, and we also need to
Okay.
specify that the musicians are only on board if they will send someone to protect the musicians while the musicians are sending their best people out.
Right.
Yes. Could you create simulacrums of us to go speak on our behalf while we're there? Because
Well,
again,
I can make my simulacrums look like you guys, but creating simulacrums of
Sure.
you guys is going to take a few
Okay.
days.
That's fine then. If there's
Yeah.
I don't want there to be any
That works.
miscommunication. That's the thing, because like listen,
Yeah.
the universe has a way of fucking us in ways we can't expect. So I've just
Well,
like,
you can
I'm-
prep my sims. They're pretty used to this sort of thing. It's just that it'll take a few days to make one of each of you.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
do we want to prep for a few days before we move forward with any of this? Get the plan together and everything. We should also
Do we have a few days to prep?
Yes.
I don't see why. I don't
We
see why
always
not.
do.
Okay.
You guys
I-
have as much time as you fucking want. I may
I have
throw
an
in some bullshit while you take these prep days to just incur that the world still happens around you, but you
Sure,
guys can
yeah.
always take time.
Okay. Can I propose just a general idea for over the next couple days? Is that all right?
Yeah. By all
Awesome.
means.
All right. One, we get Viari scout simulacrums to go out, find where the Ministry of Production and the Ministry of Space locations are. That way, we know what we're going into. If possible, get a layout of the buildings and the entry points, guards,
Okay.
rotation, and such.
Right.
Yes,
Can I jump in
Keep an
there?
eye on.
go for it.
Oh.
Viari.
So we already tried this. This was my first plan, but they're so well guarded against magic, which is
Right.
why we have the spy network training
The
facility.
children.
Listen, this is why I needed real people, because they've
Right.
got so much
All right.
anti-magic happening in those buildings that my simulacrums simply cannot make it in.
All right.
So-
So, do we want to test out your network, Viari? Should we do that?
We can do a test
well,
over these
one
5
sec.
days
Get
while you
ready.
prep. We can do
Um,
a test
Yeah.
of it.
Let's run them through
Wait,
live
Gary?
situations.
Yes.
How's their progress coming along?
Let's see. He's been instructing them with what skill? He's
Uh,
doing his best.
It's been like a general training program as far as I know.
Yeah, I know, but he's also the one instructing it, so we gotta see how good he is at it. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. And the kids have been how good at receiving it?
Bad.
Also good.
Oh,
So good.
wow.
Oh.
They've been
All right.
So the kids are in. The kids at
Gary's
this
so
point,
used to dealing with Viari.
yeah, they started at level 0. The kids are now all a very competent level 11.
What?
What?
Yeah, I rolled a 27 and a 28. So
What level
Oh
is
my
Frankie? I need to know
God.
what level my grandson is.
Frankie was not
Our
enrolled-
grandson.
Our
Frankie-
grandson. Sorry, I forgot.
Frankie is not in the spy program.
He's not.
He's not. He makes weapons. The people in the spy program were specifically other kids who could pass as adults. So they're more in the ages of 15 to 17, 18. Like they're pushing their 20s.
Gotcha.
Eventually, I would like to be training the younger kids as well. It's just that the older kids are a focus because they
They're
look
also
old now.
these are people.
Godfrey
that,
and A's are
that's-
dumping all of their training just into Frankie.
Come on, Frankie! You're a prodigy! You're a gifted child!
But the kids that are in the training program are people that Scrap specifically pointed out as capable and can defend themselves. So putting them in danger is not, like, it's not as much of an issue as just throwing a random kid. It's like, no, these kids, they fought for themselves before. They're capable. They can save themselves.
What level is Scrap, Brooke?
Sorry?
At what level is Scrap?
What level's Scrap now? He was
S-
16.
Scrap is currently a level 17 with
Okay.
1 level in Warlock. We currently
okay.
spec'd into Genie.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you be okay? Oh, sorry. Would you be okay with sending him with the kids just to test him, or do you want to keep him
Yeah.
with you? Okay, cool. All right,
Scrap, how you feeling? You want to lead a mission?
Fuck yeah.
perfect. All right,
I-
we send them in. So we use the simulacrums to teleport them to the places. We send them in. We have obviously mental links in order to pull them out if they need it. Did you poke yourself in the eye? All right. Okay. So
Don't worry, I
that's
don't think anyone noticed.
No, it's just you guys, right?
All right,
You
Fada.
wouldn't tell.
Fada.
Hi. Yeah.
Over the next couple days. No, never mind. You can, could we send you with some of the VR simulacrums to the reconstructors, just so there's no miscommunication between the musicians and the reconstructors? You and A's go and just communicate the wants and needs of both parties, bring them together to discuss. Again, we have a couple days. We need to prep everything. We need to test out this. Like, we don't need to be doing a lot.
Yeah, I can do that.
I just want to make sure that the universe doesn't screw us.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
A's, you good with that? You okay to talk with them?
Excellent. Yeah, that's kind of my job.
All right.
Perfect. All right. Godfrey has like a chalkboard at this point and his like glasses and like pointing things out. It's like
Do you have like one of the plastic pointers with like the goofy?
This is the
cartoony
big
thing?
finger? Exactly, yes. okay. Anything else? What do we need?
I am going to replenish the simulacrum army. Now, if I'm replenishing the army, I am going to be operating at half hit points. But what I would really like is defenses for our base, so that these kids are protected and safe, and so
I'll
that,
take care of that. I got that.
You got that? How?
Oh, I'll take care of it. Just lend me a couple 50 VRs and I'll be good.
Oh, they know what to do.
Perfect.
What are you
Awesome.
going to do with them?
Oh, I just need the manpower.
Oh, well, okay, sure.
Perfect.
But I'll be operating at half hit points if this.
That is totally
if
fine.
we do this. So I'm
You know
gonna
I
need some
got your
extra
back.
protection where
You know
possible.
You know I got you. All right. Any other ideas, considerations? Bless you.
Scrap
Bless you.
raises his
Bless
hand.
you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Nice one.
Bless you.
Also, I'm gonna get the simulacrum army to become dragons, and then probably, like a dragon army as well. That's okay.
Sure. The dragon on you. How are they all becoming dragons?
No, let's say half.
This may draw magical attention to this area, so you may be inviting.
Oh,
someone
okay.
You might be
Let's
inviting like.
not.
You'll be what
then.
you'll be inviting is basically the ministries will come and investigate because they'll just be like, hey, we just got a lot of activity out of the middle of the desert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
we
think there's like
know-
70 dragons over there.
Yeah, I think there's like 70 dragons
Is
just
that
flying
normal?
overhead, and they'll be like, "Fuck no, blow that shit out of the sky." So
Okay, I'll have like a small couple of them turn into dragons. Can certain dragons turn invisible?
they all can be given spells. Remember?
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna have a couple of them, and just to be scouting from above, like any given, like just so that we have like one or two.
I remember.
I think-
I did also warn that some people are going to be able to sense magic in general. So there will be. You may still draw attention. It might not be
Okay.
as severe, but there may be someone coming to investigate. I'm
I
just
think-
letting you guys know this in
Yeah,
advance.
but
So it's like this doesn't mean like don't do it. I'm just saying that like be
Yeah.
prepared.
Be ready.
Be ready
Okay.
for resistance. If
Do you
if-
think-
I would absolutely rather have the protections in place at the risk of maybe drawing some attention.
Okay, sounds good. I just want to
How
inform you
many
so I
do we
don't
want in this
blindside you
army?
guys. Like, and you're like, that was bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
I think
Why'd you put on an accent for that? Offbeat?
You know why.
he knows he knows who's gonna complain.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say to Offbeat about that?
Do you know what Amelia's gonna do?
I was just
Amelia's
betrayed by every friend.
Pat didn't say anything.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But did he have to?
We're best friends, guys. We're amazing.
Yes.
Okay. How many dragons are you creating then?
Well, I was gonna get opinions on how many simulacrums versus dragons I should make.
Honestly, I think the dragon to simulacrum ratio shouldn't be. I think like maybe 3 dragons max. Honestly, 1 to go with
Yeah.
A's and Feta, and then 2 to
Mhm.
cover the base.
Yeah. I'm happy with like a minimum because any other given simulacrum is able to transform into a dragon at will, like
Yeah.
if needed. So part of their defensive orders, I think, should be turn into a dragon. Now, I will say they do have this embargo bullets and stuff from the reconstruction. We don't know how much of this the government also has because they have the embargo bullets. They also have
Right.
a bunch of anti-magic stuff.
Okay.
We don't want to draw too much attention.
Okay.
Would 500 be too much attention?
Dragons?
No, simulacrums.
Oh.
Make an Arcana check, please. Anyone with
Okay.
proficiency in Arcana can make this check.
I
Ooh,
got
I'm
you.
not so proficient in Arcana,
I got a 29.
and I only rolled a
Hi.
4. That's a 21.
I'll leave that to you.
I rolled a 4, so I got a 21.
Nat 1 on my end.
I'm sorry. I'm just opening up D&D Beyond. I just realized I was on a different computer and I made it be like, okay, here we go.
Is it working for you?
It's working for me now.
It took mine a long time to
It
load,
is.
but once
Yeah,
it got
it
up
is.
there, it
It's
stayed.
going slow.
Hey. Okay, cool.
Let me open up my little box of treasures and roll this one. Okay. I'm so sorry.
How dare you, Brooke? How dare you use dice to play the game?
I was not ready. I've been too busy doing my makeup. I'm not gonna lie. This one's on me. I take responsibility.
My fault, OG. My
My
fault.
fault. My fault.
Yeah, my fault. Okay, that is 21.
Cool.
Nice. Okay, in that case, 21. Everyone kind of gets the feel and vibe that 500 is going to be. It might draw quite a decent amount of attention. Your
100?
500. Your instincts suggest like keeping it sub 100 might be the move here.
99?
That is sub 100. Yeah.
Will that work?
I think we should try and use as few simulacrums as possible.
Okay.
50.
I 50 is a decent number. I would be taking half of them then. I mean, I could work with 15 probably. I think that's a good number for me to build defenses.
Why do you need so many?
Do we want to
What are you
do any?
doing?
I'm gonna build defenses.
Do we want to do 60 so that you
Oh,
have
like
an even
actually
30?
constructing things.
Oh yes, yeah. No, 60 I think is a good number. I think that's like right in like a good sweet spot. Yes,
Right.
maybe, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I think so.
Thank you, Brooke. Very cool.
That'll work.
Brooke's just like, ha! I got you.
So aside from the ones that Godfried is using to build,
Right.
where are the other ones going specifically?
I
One's
think-
going
Well-
with us.
We dispatch one simulacrum dragon with you. So
Right.
we have 2 here at base, minus the
Three.
15, so that's 18 total, subtracted from the initial 60. So I would say then the rest, we should have at least 5 taking the kids to each location. just so
Okay.
in case they need to get out, they can.
So do we need 15 then for that? So there's 5 to each.
There's only 2 places we need to go for that. That's the Ministry of Space and the Ministry of Manufacturing. We're not
Oh.
worried about the other one right now.
Okay, fine.
Right.
So that brings us to
But at
28.
least- I think
No.
so. Yeah.
All right, we have 12 in reserve. Then that we, I think we just shove some necklaces of each party just in case we need backup.
Yeah,
I
how
mean,
many
that
are we
sounds
leaving
good
with the
to me.
kids to protect them?
5 for
5
each.
each?
5 for each section.
Okay.
And then
Just so they have an exit strategy.
exactly, and then we have 12 extra after that, right? With the 48 total. Yes. So
you're asking
Yes.
parking up their own
All right.
on that one.
I said I say we put 3 in reserve for each of the parties. That's 6 for the kids. We send 3 with you for another 3 on top of that, 9, and we keep 3 here at base.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Evenly
I want a good
distributed.
amount protecting the kids is the only thing.
Gotcha. Again, I'll have the 15 with me, and we're gonna be right here around base.
Full disclosure, I'm just saying yes, and I'm leaving the math to you because I have not been following those numbers. I just know
It's
roughly who's
Yes.
got what.
Pat's in
Yeah,
his
I just
blonde era
assumed
right
Ace was
now.
following.
Yeah.
yeah, I was. Yeah, we want to make sure that the children are protected.
Mhm.
We also just don't want to give them so much protection it draws more
Exactly.
attention than they otherwise would have.
Exactly. So I think 5 total with 3 in necklaces. I think that's a good number to keep them below the radar.
Okay, so how many
Mhm.
total?
That's so 60 total.
All right, 60 total. 60 total.
I think there's an extra
60.
9
No,
in necklaces.
All right,
X9 and X.
look, the numbers here matter.
all right, and so how many? I actually do need to know exactly how many. So 69 total. Is that what we're going with?
No, 6D.
60.
6-0.
Okay.
You two forfeited the wanting to count along. You
69.
don't get to say the numbers. It's 6-0.
It's my number. It's my simulacrums. I'm going to half hit points. So
I
that we have them in
kill
the first
9 of the
place.
simulacra immediately.
So how many?
No,
how
God
many are
damn
being
it.
made? How many are being made?
60. It's 60.
Yeah, still 60. 3 of them are
Diari?
turning into dragons.
How many are being made?
60.
Okay. Please make a stealth check at advantage.
Oh, you're already got advantage. I was like, help action, but not.
A stealth check at
you're good at
advantage.
this.
Where's my stealth? Here it is.
I do think it'd be funny if we already made 69 and Ace was like, we already did the math and just stabs all of them.
It's just like there isn't enough room for some of you. There ain't enough
Yeah.
room in the town for the 9 of you.
15.
15 times 5 is 75. You managed to avoid alerting anybody with this casting because your stealth check is more than your casted number.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Good job.
You cast all the simulacrums. There are enough. They all appear. You look around, look over to where the ministries are in the horizon. Nothing seems to be alerted. No rockets. You are safe.
My resolution: airstrikes.
Bomb them. Bomb them. Bomb them again. All right.
All
Take
right,
it
are we
away.
executing the plan then?
Execute the plan.
All right.
Yep. Aze and I are going to the reconstructors and the musicians.
Other way, reconstructors and the other ones.
Or yeah.
Bud.
Let's start with
No, the musicians.
We came from the musicians.
Yeah.
Right.
no. You
So
no.
And
you,
they're
you-
having a meeting at the
Yeah,
moment.
no, you're going
right?
to the you're going to the reconstructors to tell them that the musicians are down if
Yeah.
they meet their demands. And send
I
out to you.
am the
Okay.
musicians right
Yes,
now.
remember there's
Right.
Ace is the
That's
lieutenant.
right.
all right. We're gonna start with you guys first. So you guys have how many VRs with you?
We just have the one. I
Just
believe
one
we just have
VRE.
the one.
We have
a
the
dragon.
No, you have the
Okay.
dragon, and then you have the dragon, and then you have I think 6 with you.
Sure.
Okay. Yes.
I trust you.
Dragon plus 6 extra.
And then there's 3 in reserve in the necklaces of the VR.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had this extra 9 to throw.
Okay. You guys,
Yeah.
Pat, how are you getting there? Are you taking your mech? I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ace, how are you getting there? You're running. You're riding the back of the dragon.
Yeah, I'll ride on the dragon.
All right, you guys fly low to avoid alerting too many people. Sand kicks up as you guys travel.
Mhm.
But you make it
God, I
there
love
in about
sand.
you make it there in about like half a day. You're much faster by vehicle, and you arrive at the Reconstructor base. The Reconstructors, recognizing their mech as one of their own, are not provoked to attack in any fashion. Pat, as you park it and hop out, they all recognize you and cheer and go, "Hey, it's our hero!" As they welcome you all in. And they have not seen Ace, but they're assuming that you're also good people, riding an invisible dragon.
They're with me.
Just like Wonder Woman.
I like to imagine the other VRs are like riding the dragon and A's like a motorcycle, so they all have like their hands around each other's waist right behind A's in like a line.
They're just all bow-legged, like floating through the air.
Yep.
Like, what's happening up there?
But you all arrive.
Looking to talk to Captain Argus if he's around. I assume he's around. He is sort of hard to miss.
As you look up, yeah, the tower is once again back in its place. Yeah. The guard goes, "Of course, he's looking forward to hearing back from what the musicians proposed."
It's a proposal, to be sure.
You're both quickly escorted up to the tower, walking up many a spiral staircase. It looks kind of like the Seattle Space Needle. Just a big tower with a big bulbous thing right on top of it. And you guys walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk until you finally arrive at the top. Argus, innards splayed open, connected to tubes and wires, sits on his throne.
So,
Captain?
Feda, and I'm assuming this is the one you've referred to as Ace.
That would be them, yes.
Greetings.
Hello.
What has the musicians proposed?
Ace, I'm gonna leave that to you to disclose.
Right. So, Bernard has trusted me with negotiating on behalf of the musicians. They agree to augmenting the effort to take down the government, sending their best musicians. They do, however, require protection of their stronghold near the volcano while they send their best to aid your troops.
Would make sense. But we're stretched thin in number as well. Let me think on this a minute.
We would be, or we could, potentially augment some of your forces as well in that protection with one or two of our own.
No, you must be fighting on your front lines.
Less us directly. How do I explain? There are a multitude of similar-looking individuals behind me. We have the ability to replicate ourselves in some after a fashion. We would be willing, and just kind of looks over to A's, after some discussion, to look at leaving a few of those replicants here with you, so as to not leave you terribly stretched thin, while you are not only sending your best in the efforts to conquer the government, but also to keep the musicians protected from any countermeasures that might come their way during that assault.
You see Argus, a skeletal tube from the floor reaches up to his head and ticks a knob. His eyes glow with a piercing blue light, and then they tick off.
Illusions, I believe this is a spell. Simulacrum, correct?
Indeed,
Yes.
it is.
I'm not against this as an idea, but there is a problem. The government knows much of anti-magic. They have ways to get rid of these replicants. I hesitate to put them inside of a machine. If they were to be in the driver's seat and be dispelled or hit by an anti-magic bomb,
Then that machine is useless.
that machine would be useless, might even crash, and we'd lose more.
Right.
Should perhaps a negotiation with the Blood Bandits be ordered? They were supposed to augment our citizens already with their sheer manpower. Is there any way we can get that involved?
That is our next stop.
Yeah, I think that could easily be managed. Do a little bit of a trade around, as it were.
A's, since you were the one negotiating on the behalf of the musicians, please make a persuasion check at advantage from Feda's help.
Okay. That was weird. Okay, yeah, we're gonna drop that now. Sorry, it like I have a bunch of D6s up because the thing tomorrow I have a heroic, and it like rolled up on the D6s and sort of just landed cocked in between 4 of them, like on top of them.
Glorious.
And I was just okay. 21.
21.
I will agree to these terms. As a show of good faith, assuming you will get the Blood Bandits onto our side and reinforce our efforts. They've already as much agreed, just informing them of the number may be all that matters. We will send people to defend with our mechs and with our cars and vehicles. Defend the musicians and patrol and extend the patrol area to both the Blood Bandits and the musicians. However, I do need more citizens. Increase my numbers by 5,000 of the Blood Bandits.
Okay.
If you can get me, let's say, 80% of that, I will maintain this patrol. If I do not get this, I will retract my patrol area back to guarding my own. Does that sound fair?
It does. Ace, let me know if you're... I don't know, this is interesting. I had a thought. There was some discussion about individuals within the walls of the government city who might be as displeased with them as the bandit tribes are. What would be the chances of you accepting any defectors and adding them to your number?
That be the Blood Bandit's business. To be a Blood Bandit, you just need a willingness to die. Unfortunately, to be a reconstructor, you have to have some sort of technical skill.
Well, I mean, I assumed as much. I'm not saying that we would necessarily use those individuals as part of the 5,000, but in our efforts of subterfuge and infiltration, if we were to find such individuals who had the necessary skills to become reconstructors...
If they were technically talented enough and truthfully behind our cause, I see no reason why they could not become one of us. Keep in mind, though, that if you bring a government slob here, and it turns out they're trying to spy on me, I will execute them on the spot.
I wouldn't blame you.
And should we win, should we succeed, defeat the government, what are your desires for the citizens who you will not take in?
The citizens, frankly, all we really want is control of the Badlands. This government cities can take for themselves. I do not care much for the city life. I like my life out here. If they leave us alone, they can be happy. The government is trying to expand into our territory. And they can fight, they can take it when they kill us. But that won't be happening anytime soon.
What of your relationship with, or at least good terms with, Emily at the moment then? Would the Blood Bandits not also want control of the Badlands?
Should the ministry be eradicated, I do see no reason why some sort of negotiation between the remaining bandit gangs should be involved.
Right.
I imagine that territory will be divvied up, split up, and turned, and a mutual alliance will be instated.
Understood. just looks at Ace.
Mhm.
Just wondering if they're going to say anything, and if not, then that's fine.
I think A's is just kind of doing mental math right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of snaps out and says, those terms are agreeable to me, Veda.
They're agreeable to me as well.
Is there... This guy's like a building, yeah?
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's a builder.
There's nowhere for me to like shake hands.
Well,
If you've ever-
if you extend a hand, he has a way to interact.
I think
in the physical
A's
sense.
like extends their hand and then after a second is like, oh,
No worries. A panel flips up from the floor nearby where you're standing, and like, it looks like a grasping implement appears.
you have my word. We will head to the Blood Bandits and do our best to get you your troops. If we do, we will send word ahead.
He grabs a finger and shakes it.
Yeah.
And you are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Argus.
By the way, what weapons are you currently running?
That's an excellent question. One that I have. Theta pulls out like the instruction manual. Let's see. I believe I've got. Yep. Nope. Don't have it written down.
I have some stuff written down. I don't know who it belongs to, but it's in my notes.
Right. Are we talking about on the mech, or are we talking about in general?
In general, like
In
what
general.
are your weapons
Oh,
that you
right.
have?
Let's see. I currently have the semi-auto, I believe.
Just the standard.
Just the standard semi-auto, yeah.
I have automatic ×3 written down, and then I also have semi-automatic ×2 M16 written down.
Take these.
His hand, one of the grasping implement takes out a small bin and places it in front of you.
These are a distinct currency that we use within the walls of the Reconstructors. Half of it is yours, Veda, half of it is yours, Ace. Go purchase it from my head armor. Go purchase a weapon from my head armor. Some new items might suit your fancy.
You're very gracious. Thank you.
Well, I want this one just as much as you do.
Thank you, Captain.
All right. What do you guys do now?
I think as soon as they like head out, Danny, you have something? Sure.
What's going
I've
on?
made a plan. I'm ready for my
Okay.
turn.
All right.
Okay. Can we just wrap up just a little?
No, you guys do whatever you want. I'm
yeah.
just saying, I've finished the plan. I'm ready.
I'm
It
so
looks
proud of
very
you.
intricate.
I think as we're walking out, Ace says, "Okay, 2 down, 1 to go.
Yeah.
3 weapons. Sounds good."
So what are you thinking as far as the musicians' end of their whole control over the Badlands in totality versus what Argus and Emily were going to be looking for? They're going to be expecting at the end of this some sort of negotiation tactic, and Bernard is not going to want to speak on it.
I think that when the time comes for negotiation, oftentimes people say what they want, and those wants change when they're faced with the reality of what they need. I don't think Bernard wants control of the Badlands as much as he wants security.
And what of the people, the innocents in the cities? Because it sounds like both Argus and Emily are into taking some, pardon the pun, new blood.
I mean,
whereas Bernard
look-
would see them completely eliminated.
I mean, Argus will take the top engineers and anyone else will turn away. Emily will
Alrighty.
take anyone who is willing to die, and I'm under the impression that people who are fleeing from a war aren't exactly looking to sacrifice themselves for the other side. I don't think we can rely on any of the bandit groups to take in any amount of refugees, any meaningful amount, really.
So then what do we do with them? Because I'm not going to just sit by and watch them all be slaughtered.
I've been working on that.
Okay.
I think if there is a way to simply teleport people out, there are portals that exist in within the 3 governments. We know that there is another larger land that they all come from. I don't see any reason why we couldn't commandeer a portion of them when war breaks out to just funnel people back to the mainland. That's my best bet. Or we just shove them all in Viari's domain. I don't want them in mine.
That's fair. I mean, I'm also more than welcome to have them in mind. There's plenty of space. At least there's a temporary measure. Okay, that's better than I was hoping.
This has really been weighing on you. You've been more tightly wound than usual.
Look, I know I fucked up, alright? I know. What were you going to ask?
Oh, I was going to ask if you're okay, but the answer's clearly no. Carry on.
No, it's...
Which time are you talking about that you fucked up?
Dude, Eleanor.
Oh, right.
Yes,
the
the big one.
Sure.
The hurdy-gurdy situation and the god of protection.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Gary's going to be fine.
He'll be fine. Ever since we became gods, I feel like I've kind of lost sight of what I did when I was mortal and all of the motivations for doing that. I felt like with any number of revolutions that I led, I felt like I was helping people, and maybe I was short-sighted, and I just want to get back to that and feel like I'm actually doing something good again. And I know in the grand scheme of things, we're doing good. But on mortal level, I want to feel like that.
I don't know if I can comfort you here. Actually, I think what I'm going to say might make you feel worse.
Sure.
You're never going to experience anything on the mortal level again. We are gods. Anything we do, even if it helps someone, through cosmic balance and just a butterfly effect of cascading outcomes, we don't get the luxury of just being good and feeling good all of the time. What's important is that you just don't beat yourself up about it. Like you're really, really moping.
Well,
and we kind of have to be in
hard.
close quarters, and it's stressing me out, frankly, and I don't know how to fix it. And
to be fair, it is sort of hard not to mope about it when you have a freshly formed god hunter telling you how much that they hate you every single time you see them, and it's been happening quite a lot recently.
That's fair, and she really likes me, so I don't know what to do about that. Have you tried just Hayes is also laughing.
Go on.
Have you tried just being better?
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm trying to do here, Ace.
You're not, though. You're wallowing in self-pity, and you're taking every single burden upon yourself as if any single innocent person dies, that it is all your fault, and that makes you bad because you didn't save every single possible person. Like, my God, we're gods, but at least, try and pretend to have some shred of humility. It's not all on you, Feda. It's not all about you. It's not all about me, either. We're just here.
I fucking hate the fact that you're always right.
And with a reluctant agreement, the camera pans to Gottfried and Viari. You guys were headed in the same direction, right?
What the fuck is going on in the chat?
We're playing D&D.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Happening in the chat right
I don't
now.
know if you noticed all the D&D Beyond rolls.
Brooke and I have
I
been
don't-
playing D&D together. Brooke just dealt 300 points of damage to my homebrew creature that she doesn't know what it is yet because I haven't said
Yeah.
it in the good chat.
I haven't got a description yet.
I just said roll initiative and they did.
Is it still alive?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This is a Dunny creature.
So what the fuck are you guys doing in this game that we're playing? I hate to interrupt.
Yeah, okay.
I was told that Danny had a plan, actually.
Yeah,
I do
same.
have a plan. I wrote it out. This is
Let's-
Are we
phase
going
1.
on a heist? I don't actually know where I was going in any of this.
No, you're
Yes,
saying
because you haven't been listening. You've been playing
No,
D&D
I
in the
assumed-
chat.
I assumed, I assumed you were staying at base with me, helping prepare defenses while the kids
Yeah,
were out
yeah,
doing
yeah.
stuff. Okay, cool. All right. So, can I explain the plan?
Explain
go.
the plan.
All right. I need some like Mission Impossible music. That's what
All
I
right,
need
all right, all right.
now.
One sec.
Skyrim music ain't gonna cut it, bro.
Let me give you some. I can't give you Mission Impossible without getting so DMCA'd.
Coward.
What if I give you Megalovania?
Sure, that's
Wait.
perfect.
Wait, offbeat.
Yeah.
Does GoldenEye count?
I
a
don't wanna
game.
risk it. I don't want
That's
to
a
risk
game.
it.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. All right. Here, let me explain the plan. All right, this is stage 1 of the plan. As you can see here, we have 3
Don't-
layers.
Let Megalovania's buffering. 1 second.
All right, I'll wait.
Stay close to your mic. So.
Okay, everyone, we have the base here in the middle. As you can see, this is where the kids are. What we do is we dig out trenches. That's what this black section is. That is layer 2. In front of it, we have 2 walls that separate it, like the fucking Berlin Wall. That's what we do. We have 2 walls and a trench there. We fill the trenches with children, right? Outside the first layer of the wall, right here, which is around base number 1. This has ramparts and stuff where the kids are on, firing from above down on the enemies below that are trying to get through the trenches. But what they also don't know is that underneath here in layer 3, we've taken out a cave tunnel system underneath all the sand into the sandstone layer. We place glyphs of warding so when the enemies walk over it, they explode, sinking them 50 feet into the ground so the mechs are then trapped in the sand and they have to pile over each other, alright? Then what we do from there is with the glyphs of warding already activated and such, we then fill the... Where is it? I have the plan written out here. Sorry. From layer 1, we then pour molten metal out from the top down onto the layers of rocks, metal, and mechs that are down there, and we flood them out, basically. And we siege them, and we hold out for days. And then also with the cave system, there's more underneath the initial one that we can use to escape outside into layer 7, which is in the stage 3 of the plan.
Okay. Also, all of the simulacrums that I have currently have 2 uses of limited wish and an additional spell slot because of what we won last night.
This is amazing. I wish that all the simulacrums have shovels. Now start digging.
Can I use my additional use of limited wish to cast contingency and put mirror image in there for click my
Wait.
fingers?
Yep.
What if you used it to give them every single one a unique but tiny hat?
I can do that without using it though.
Wouldn't be as good. It's not how magic works.
Okay, well I want my snap.
Yeah, no. Go
fingers.
with your strategy thing. It's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Let me actually explain the plan real quick, like, and not in like crazy terms here.
Please.
I mean, I got it. You're building a trench.
We're not all insane.
I did
Not everyone's insane like us, okay? All right, so again, we have the initial base here with a single entrance right here. That's like a bridge made out of sandstone and sand, right? Because we're in the middle of a desert, correct?
Yes.
So then around it, we have layer 1, which is an initial wall that we then fortify and board up so that only we can get in and out basically whenever we need to. But when enemies come, we fortify completely, right? Then that's the initial wall. That's high. That's going to be around 30 feet tall. Correct. It's going to be made out of stone, metal, whatever we can use and find. We fortify it from the inside. The outside can go, but we need the at least base on the inside. We then build ramparts at the top that people can go up, stand on, and shoot from down onto the enemy. in front of that is the layer. So the wall is 30 feet tall. Then we have a 30 or 15 foot or 30-foot trench in front of that. The trench is then going to be used as access to the layer 3 underneath, which is the cave that we build underneath the sandstone layer of the sand. Right? We then put glyphs of warding and activate, like, basically contingency things down there. So when it is activated from above with mechs coming over with enough pressure, they explode, which will then, bring everything 30 to 15 to 30 feet down. Then with that, we then take the molten metal that we have prepared from layer 1 on the wall. We pour that down into the trenches, we'll then fill layer 3 as well with a downhill slide, because we're going to obviously be building up. That's how we do a fortress here. And that'll then flood out and like basically seal all the mechs that have been trapped down there in rubble and stone and stuff, basically, rendering them unusable. And we basically use that as a base. And that's going to be difficult terrain, obviously. We're exploding the desert, right? And we're pouring molten metal to it. So then it's going to be difficult for them to come up, and we basically just besiege them from the top.
Danny, is this just the Siege of Elysia, but with magic?
I've never heard of that, but sure.
It's the one where Caesar laid siege to a city and built a fucking wall around it. And
I was thinking more, what's the thing Alexander the Great did where he had to build a bridge? I was thinking more of that and how to counter that, but sure.
It's kind of both, honestly.
That's not the Trojan horse, because
I was saying I think you guys should have made a Trojan horse so that when they approach you, give them.
If we want to add a Trojan horse to the mix,
wait, instead of a horse, can it just be a briefcase on wheels?
I like.
Can we attempt that at some point? A Trojan horse, please.
That's how we get it to the ministries, guys.
We want to do a Trojan briefcase,
guys. I found this briefcase outside.
Pocket dimension inside the briefcase that when you open it up, it explodes with soldiers.
But then we should actually put a really nice briefcase in there too.
No, I'm saying it's like a really nice, like normal-sized briefcase.
Oh no, but
when you open it.
Inside the pocket dimension, there should be another nice briefcase that's just a regular briefcase. Yeah, it just has like an attaché case with some nice files.
And you open it up and it just says on each file, "Get fucked, LOL."
Yeah, and they're all notarized.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna get a notary here?
Ace is a notary.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
My fault, OG.
But does that plan make sense? Because that's stage 1. Stage 2 will come after we make the initial defenses, and I do want to expand on it a little bit, but there is a little bit past this. But doesn't this make sense so far? Yes?
Makes sense to me.
That makes sense.
Questions?
I wasn't paying attention, so I assume it makes sense.
Do we have any questions?
Nodding, but I also wasn't paying attention.
All right. We're building basically what I'm gonna get the, like, I guess in technical terms of what I'm getting the simulacrums to do. We're getting them to basically, one, dig out a trench, dig below the sand in after the trench as well, fortify the trench itself, and then also basically take some of the surrounding area and basically move it back. So we
push it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, rather than just a flat, desert, it's an uphill thing to our base.
As you dig the trench, you make a wall. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When you initially described this, my brain got caught on fill the trench with children, and then started running through a bunch of.
You just were talking really fast, so I just started scrolling Twitter.
I lost you when I couldn't catch up again.
I got the gist.
Yeah, but basically, the trench is used to access the caves underneath layer 3, which is where we're going to place the glyphs that will explode and then create that difficult terrain.
Okay. I like this.
Y'all love exploding shit with glyphs, and I'm here for it.
Honestly, I'm so down.
I did also look up glyphs warding at one point just to double check the casting level, and
I'm very upset because I didn't get to use my book bomb from the last world. And that's still there. That's just in a sealed vault underground still. It's still there.
Do you think, question, in terms of government attacks, I feel like at some point Viari should try to get their hands on the Move Earth, sort of the cantrip version or something, to dig underneath buildings and then Glyph of Warding, kind of like what was happening with the sewer system in Arc 1. We should consider it. So in terms of like collapsing government facilities or like that sort of thing, being able to dig underneath them, chuck some glyphs of warding on, and then like explode from underneath could be an option later on.
I like that, but again, how important are the actual facilities if they just teleport to other places?
That's true, but we might be able to get, like, if we time it well and stuff like that, like it could be like one element of a plan.
No, that's actually we get
use that for distraction for something.
That's a good idea. I like that. Okay.
All right.
Because
so-
honestly, that wasn't a bad plan. Your boyfriend did well.
A's in the ether.
I was waiting. I was
And
waiting
just-
for it. Well, he's not my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Z's
I almost forgot.
Tiny Z's she has a cold chill run down their back. I feel like someone just insinuated that we're dating. Despite us clearly
Alright.
saying we're not.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I feel like you're just feeling things.
Is this a boyfriend? Oh yeah, that guy.
You know,
I'm
maybe
a
the
fan
god of lies. who
It's
can
the siege
detect
of
bullshit.
Basing say. That's
If it's
what-
Viari just lies, so that's their whole thing. So
True. So as,
Yuri detects lies as well.
how are you guys? As you guys are doing this plan, as you guys are engaging in this plan, where are you two in all this? You guys just chilling, just ordering people around from within. You guys.
No, Godfried is like Godfried is helping dig like the caves underneath and making sure everything is working. We're not going to set up the glyphs yet because I think that's too dangerous, especially while we're working on it. And I want A's and Fada to get back first before we implement all parts of the plan, so they don't actually blow up when they come back.
Okay.
that's appreciated.
VR, where are
Yuri
you?
is making sure that all of the kids are well informed on everything that is happening, so that we don't have any like safety issues coming up. And
Godfried gave you the funny pointing stick in the chalkboard so you could explain it to
Yes.
them.
and I am using it to its fullest capacity.
Mm.
It's like, see there, explosions under there. And also just every now and again doing a bit of a check, like, or getting the simulacrums to cast True Sight, just to make sure that we haven't been infiltrated by anyone from the government or anything like that. Make sure everyone's legit.
As you cast True Sight the first time, a 6th level spell. Somebody appears
don't
beside
do
you.
that.
Somebody what?
Appears beside
Musical
you.
cues.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. You cut out
Appears
for me both.
beside you. Somebody
There you
appears
go.
beside you. Clad in bones, a sword impossibly long. Where is Fada?
Oh, good, great. Yep, nope, fucking
know.
fantastic.
Come on, you know.
I don't know where Fader is.
You know.
Not right now.
In fact, I don't really care if you know or not. Unless you tell me a location, I'm killing one of the kids. Give me a location, Viari.
You should tell
Wait,
Godfried what's
what?
happening through mental things.
Yeah, I'm pinging immediate ping. The second she appeared, I would immediately ping locations. I am when I ping, I imagine my simulacrums would get orders to grab kids and teleport them into rings and stuff like that, just like ripple effect, get them out of trouble.
Oh, you really shouldn't have done that. You're so silly.
Can Godfried sneak up on this interaction at all while this is all happening, or no?
You can attempt
This
to.
is because of True Sight, right?
I-
You wouldn't be able to see.
You can attempt to.
Okay.
Viari. Why would you do this?
Eleanor, what do you mean? Why did I do this?
Mhm.
You're
Just
out
give me-
here acting like
Just give me a
you're
location.
mad that your
Just
life got
give me-
taken from you as a kid, and yet you want to do it to a bunch of other kids and get confused when I want to protect them.
My life wasn't taken from me. It was ruined. Death would have been a blessing. But it's fine.
Do you still have that necklace?
Godfried, you stay the fuck away!
No!
Does she have the necklace?
Which necklace exactly are you referring to?
Do you remember when I met her outside of Alex's office and we had that like heart-to-heart situation? I gave her a necklace.
Yeah. She is wearing it. Godfried, do you still approach?
Absolutely. Godfried cast Shadow Blade.
Godfrey, don't hurt her. Just,
She threatened the kids! You told me!
she did threaten the kids. The kids are out of here right now.
They don't like the
Oh no, we
implication.
don't know where they are.
You watch her peel off some of her armor. As she does, you watch in the inside a glyph It vanishes quickly. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Godfried, you are currently 50 feet away from Eleanor.
50 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't get my bonus, sadly.
I do have advantage though. Because I have advantage on all wisdom saves. Oh, I didn't roll well though. That's a 12.
As this happens, Godfried, you watch as Viari vanishes from your sight. Viari, you are teleported inside of a demi-plane. Now, Viari,
For fuck's sake.
now don't try to leave. This place has forbiddance cast upon it.
Amazing. Great. Well,
Just tell me
you got
where
me.
Theta went.
I'm not going to tell you where Fada went.
Why not?
What are you going to do? Kill me?
I don't want to kill you.
Do it then.
I don't want to kill you, Viari.
Well, I'm not going to tell you where Fada went.
I guess I could do
Dude.
something else to hurt you then. She tears off one more fragment of armor. She casts Simulacrum on you with a wish.
Can I
Counterspell.
counterspell it?
You'd have to counterspell the wish. She does counterspell you as well, though.
Can I counterspell the counterspell?
She's been demi-planed away.
Wait, both of them?
Do I have
Yeah.
a simulacrum with me?
No, you do not. It was just you.
Okay.
I think it would be funny though if she brought your simulacrums with you for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, just to help
Just
you.
thought you might get lonely in the demi-plane.
Yeah.
Do I have any simulacrums in my necklace?
No, we didn't. We
Oh.
didn't say that there was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll to counter her counterspell.
Okay.
Wait, no, wait. I've got to roll to counter your counterspell. My bad.
Okay.
Because you countering her wish. That is a 19.
Okay. Can I dispel?
The simulacrum appears. I guess this would be her action. You can attempt
Wait,
now.
do I have my wish of the day?
No, you've spent it casting all of the simulacrums.
Okay, I wasn't sure
Yeah,
what
yeah,
day
yeah.
we were on. It was
No,
the
this
same
is
day
still
or
the
not.
same day.
Okay. I am going to use limit. How far away is the simulacrum from me? She had to touch me, right?
She
So
ran
it's
up
pretty
to touch you.
close?
It's really close. It's immediately in the square.
I'm
over you.
going to use my limited wish to anti-magic field.
And limited wish is too low. Anti-magic field is an 8th level spell.
Fuck. Okay.
You have an action and a bonus
To
action.
dispel magic. I'm going to
Alright.
limited wish to dispel magic on the simulacrum.
All right. She's used her
It's
reaction.
not a casting of a spell, so it can't be counterspelled.
All right, roll for it.
Okay.
You still have to roll for the spell.
Okay. So I roll this, and it'll be plus my Constitution. Fuck. That's only a 16. Let me see if I can get it high, baby. Wait a second, hold on. No, it's with my charisma.
Yes. Charisma.
Yeah, it's with my charisma.
Yeah. What is it then?
So that's 19.
19 beats it.
Sorry, I was looking at my constitution.
You
Okay.
dispel the simulacrum.
And I am going to jump into my ring.
This does not work as it is interplanar travel.
So I can't do. Oh, fuck. I thought it was only like
Mm-mm.
casting of spells. Okay, great. Well, she's used her wish cast for the moment. How about we don't do that? How about you just let me leave? We like.
We can stay here. You don't kill me, I'll kill you. We can wait. I have time.
Actually, we do, but that's just a technicality, I guess. Does Alex know you're here? I'm going to assume Alex doesn't know you're here. She's going to be so pissed. Not that you care, obviously, but what? You know, we could probably work on like another solution, right? Like there's probably a way to change what your goal is, make you becoming the god of consequences like contingent upon a different trigger.
You really don't know how this works. Godfried, back with you. Arcana check, please. You are muted.
I said I'm good at this shit. Where'd my dice go? Give me that shit, bruh. I'll pull my headphones out. This is great. All right. Okay. 11 plus 12, 23. Hello?
You're thinking. You quickly do a brain blast moment. You pick up the sand where she teleported. You grind it in your hand, and you notice there's a scent, a smell, a magical link. You know the coordinates of her demiplane.
Fuck yes. All right. Before I do anything, I'm gonna cast. I'm like, Sim, plane shift me here, and I'm gonna cast Blade Song. I'm gonna activate my Blade Song.
All right. You ping in. The sim goes, all right, and you warp in right beside Viari. Eleanor jumps back 50 feet.
How the hell did you get here?
I'm cool, and I'm actually smart sometimes. That's why.
Eleanor, we don't have to be your enemy.
We're done here.
Viari.
You're done?
She teleports
That's
out.
just it? Like-
She teleports out, and you are dropped out as well.
Oh.
You have thwarted her plan for now.
You should have seen me. I was so smart.
You are
That
back.
could not have been it.
Back with the kids.
She knows our location?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like,
Where's my last simulacrum? The last simulacrum for the day.
Mhm.
The one that still has wish. I am going to get them to throw down a wish cast hallow and prevent any kind of... Oh, can I do forbiddance on this whole area? What's going to be more effective to stop people from teleporting in and out that we don't
For-
want?
Specifically, Eleanor. If you want to get also the government, forbiddance is probably your best option, as you do not know who they are currently following. For Eleanor specifically, you can specifically ban her. You can ban her specifically.
I think my question is more, what are the parameters of both of those spells that would still... Can we still teleport in and out if I throw down either one of those spells?
Hallow, you can definitely word it in such a manner that forbiddance, I'm unsure. Let me quickly look it up.
Okay, yeah, because I basically want to ban Chaos Gods, Eleanor, Government, if possible.
Magical travel, 40 fair speed of a floor space up to for the duration. Creatures can't teleport into the area or use portals, such as those created by the gate spell to enter. The spell proofs the area against planar travel and therefore prevents creature from accessing the area by the way of astral plane, ethereal plane. In addition, the spell damages types of creatures that you choose when you cast it. When you cast a spell, you designate a password. A creature that speaks the password as it enters the area takes no damage from the spell. So you guys can just enter as you guys just need a password.
Okay, cool.
Wait, no, that's for creatures, not for spells. 1 second. I will allow forbiddance to guard against travel, except for those with the password. I will modify the spell to accommodate for that because I think that's cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna set up a password, and I'm gonna go to the best password maker of all of us, naturally. Godfried, what should the password be?
Okay, password. Fun, funky, fresh question. Fenrir's a bitch.
Great, love it. Great energy right there. I'll ping it to the VR network, let them
Tell the kids
handle
too, because if they
transferring that
leave and try
into
and come back in, they're gonna get fucked.
No, we're gonna they can cast message with
Oh,
the
you're right, I'm
additional
stupid. Yep.
wishes that they've got. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck you, Amelia.
And also,
trying.
let us know that you just got a visit from
That was
Eleanor.
like the second or third episode too. I remember.
Still
And
remember.
I'm just gonna also be like, Al?
Yeah?
Quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you follow me into that demi-plane? Were you still there? Were you still present?
I was able to be present, yes.
Okay, cool. Feelings, thoughts, ideas on what just happened?
And it seems as though that Eleanor took you to a very limited demi-plane in which it was impossible to leave, but easy to enter.
Is
Preventing
this
any sort of...
similar to what Alex has?
No, this is different.
Her home base?
This is very
Okay.
new and interesting. I would suggest... This is usually some sort of spell. It seems as though she's doing something by tearing off her armor. Maybe it's a deal or a pact with the gods of chaos that she's allowed to do this, because she shouldn't have been able to cast those spells either.
She also managed to get... Well, she tried to get a simulacrum of me.
Well, she did, from what I saw, but you dispelled it quickly. So, I think that, at the very least, be very careful. Eleanor is so far still only after Feda, but she's still maintaining her rules that she set upon herself not to hurt any of you, specifically.
Yeah. Okay, well... feel like I should be a bit more scared, but at least she's not trying to kill me yet. Because I think it would work,
Well,
if I'm being totally honest.
she's still looking for Feda. My guess is, though, she's still on plane, looking for him right now. I would suggest keeping very low profiles, if possible.
Yeah. Do you think she noticed because of the simulacrums we cast?
Possibly that, or possibly other things. And with that, we will go to break. Thank you all so much for watching the first half of PP Game of Paperwork Pantheon, episode 31.
Oh.
I have been your host, Dungeon Master Alfie. We'll be back in 15 minutes at 10:10, 10 past. everybody, welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon PP game. Where we last left off, the party, well, Viari and Godfried had just had a little altercation with none other than Eleanor, a demigod, future god of complications.
Our problematic stepdaughter.
You know, Godfried, it's moments like this where I start to think that maybe, just maybe meddling in young children's lives is not entirely the safest or best decision for us now that we are gods. But, you know, then I remember how well my spy network is going.
Godfried's gonna put his hand on your shoulder, look you directly in the eyes. Viari,
What?
you realize you're talking about yourself right now.
Yeah, but mine's going really well.
Wow.
I don't know what could possibly go wrong.
A lot of things have gone wrong in your life.
Funny you should say that. You sent out the kids this morning.
Why did you have to say it?
Let's see how many of them get caught on their journey.
I love how Brooke is acting shocked, like you didn't realize that was a possibility.
Danger involved.
Fucking give me the shock Pikachu gif, like now.
Oh no, they had like Viaris with them and stuff to help get them out of trouble.
And let's see how many get out. Roll stealth checks, please.
Am I rolling stealth like with my modifiers?
Well, I guess I should roll them because I know their modifiers. I don't want to tell you theirs yet.
Oh.
We got. That one's fine.
Do they have advantage?
That one's fine. No.
They're getting help
No.
from Viari.
No. Fine. Another fine. Fail. Fail. Fine. Fail. There was 10 who could have been sent out at the time. Did you send all of them? I'm assuming you did.
Sure.
Yep.
5 succeeded and 5 were discovered on their way there. What are the Viaris' orders should they be discovered?
Pull them into the ring and plane shift them to safety. And short of that, just get them out of there safely, like whatever it takes.
I'm gonna roll a d10. 1 in 10 of these kids is a troublemaker and will not follow orders because they think that they're hot shit. And it was one of the ones who was discovered.
Okay, in that case. Here's the thing. Viami grew up as Viari. So my thoughts on this is that Viari knows what a shithead Viari was to teach, and their kit is kind of particularly tailored for getting people out of crappy situations and stuff like that. So things like limited wish, suggestion, mass suggestion, stuff like that. They're gonna be doing stuff like throwing down a suggestion for that kid to jump into the ring with them, or they're going to also be like forcefully. Can you force someone into the ring, or do they have to be willing?
They have to be willing.
Okay, well, I do have suggestion, and can cast it. They've currently got additional spell slots, so they can cast it 5 times. I also have greater invisibility. No, I can upcast through the limited wish thing, greater invisibility to make them both invisible, or invisibility in general, I think. So can try to get them out that way. Whatever seems appropriate for the moment.
like
So the kid
I don't
is-
know. I can't
So
make
the kid
decisions
is
without
dis-
knowing
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened.
So the kid
what
is
they would do.
discovered
Mhm.
in the field by a patrolling mech, a government mech,
Mhm.
big block with legs, basically. And as soon as the kid is discovered, a few things happen. This is government area. Turn around. No. What? I need to see the government because my dad works there. You should have submitted a form. We're gonna need to bring you in. I'm assuming here's where the VRs might attempt to bring the kid in.
Okay. Yeah. Part of me was thinking if they're brought in, then they can try to like maneuver from in there, but you know that feels like it might be a bad
Are
decision.
You sure? You can do that. You try.
There's no trouble yet. They're not in immediate danger. The VR is gonna ping this kid and just be like, "Play it cool. This is our way into the building."
Yeah, I know. Duh.
Just stand
Make
still
sure
for
you
a
don't
moment,
go
kid.
through any magic.
Just stand still for a moment, kid. We gotta do a quick cleanse.
Okay, that is their trigger.
Roll to hit already happened.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? Okay.
So they target the kid. As this happens, the kid, an orb is launched at them. An anti-magic field cast around them.
Are there any VRs nearby with kids? Because there were multiple kids going in. Are there any other kids with VRs on them nearby?
Not close enough. If there were just kids patrolling together, that would definitely be weird.
That's fair. Okay. Was anyone? Is there any kind of alert that went out?
The VREs are fine. The ring is just is just kind of like not working for the moment. They're still on the kid. It's just like they can't.
Oh, okay.
It's just
cool.
like
How
the
many
ring
VRs
will
are on
no
the kid?
longer work in the way that you would want it to. They're kind of just trapped there. You'd have to manually plane shift in, plane shift out to remove them at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So can I do something like that? Like, is there something preventing me from plane shifting him out?
The VRE's out? Well, like once he's in there?
Him, the kid.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now. Nothing. No.
Yes. No. Okay. So. Okay.
Remember, that is a 6th level or higher spell that will alert gods.
It is. All right. In that case, can I wait? Is it higher than 6th level, or is it 6th level and higher?
6th level or higher.
Okay. All right. Can I dimension door him away,
How are they going to get
or
out of the ring?
vortex warp him away?
You
Something.
can do that. You can try that.
All right. I will do that. Do I have any indication that this guy can see invisible creatures or something?
How are you casting it from inside the ring? How are you casting the spell? On the kid.
Where are the VR? Are the VRs in the ring, or are
They're
they
in
out?
the
I thought
ring.
you said
They're-
they were out.
They're in the ring.
Oh!
They're in the ring.
They would have to jump out, don't they?
Yeah, so would you like to attempt to jump out and do this?
I guess.
If you jump out of the ring, guy in the mech goes, "Hold it! Stop right there! What the fuck is happening? What are these things? What are these things right now?"
I would like to get him out.
You casting plane? What spell are you casting? Vortex warp, plane shift, dimension door.
Wait, before I do that, I want the VRE to default to the. You know how I set up like what department does this person look like they're from? First of all, can I tell?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Because this is going to drastically change. All right, investigation. That is a 20.
20? On a 20 investigation check, they do build
Sorry?
the mechs to be very nondescript, sort of standard issue.
23.
23? Okay, 23, still the same case. They're very nondescript and standard issue. You see some numbers, which maybe if you had a code, like if you knew the coding, would probably inform you of what ministry they're from, but they're all emblazoned with the same sigil, and that being of the manufacturers, to be specific. But keep in mind, the mechs are manufactured in the Ministry of Manufacturing, so that could mean nothing.
Okay. Okay. Also, I think I've got a little bit of lag or something on my connection.
Okay.
All right. All right. If they don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to try to teleport them out of there. I'm going to dimension door them. How many VREs are there with them? Because I've won at least some counter spells or something.
How many did you pop out? You guys said a standard amount. Okay, so 6.
I can't remember what that was. Was
There were
it 6?
5 with each group of kids.
Yeah, 5 with each group with 3 backups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 3. So they would pop out of the ring. I did say that they were invisible, but this guy can still see them?
Yes. Through the mech.
Okay, cool. So in that case, yeah, there's let's say 3 of them jumped out. And yeah, ready to counterspell if need be, and then teleport him out.
So you do need the counterspell.
Yep.
Declare how many are counterspelling before you make the roll.
Is it just the one guy that we can see?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have all of them counterspell, to be honest.
Okay. Roll for it,
Alright.
please.
So, that is going to be. Hold on. Let me roll the d20s normally, and then I'll add modifiers after this. Okay, so the highest among those was because I rolled a 19. 25.
Hmm?
Don't add proficiency, or you do?
You don't add proficiency.
Okay, 25.
25? Okay. You manage to counter its counterspell and you warp the kid away 90 feet.
Cool.
Only 90 feet, though.
Wait, what?
Vortex warp's only 90 feet.
No, they were.
Oh,
weren't they
dimension
dimension dooring?
Oh, sorry.
Did I say vortex warp?
No, I got confused. You initially said vortex warp, and now you said dimension door. Never mind.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just
in
get
that
them out
case-
500 feet, and then they can.
Hmm.
And then does the necklace work?
You gotta convince the kid to bring him in.
Okay, I'm going to cast suggestion on the kid.
What save do I make?
It is going to be, I think it's a wisdom save. Let me just double check on that one. Suggestion. Here we go. Let me click on this. Yeah, it's a wisdom save. And the DC is going to be a 23.
All right. He fails.
Okay. And then I'm just going to tell him to jump into the necklace and stay there.
He does.
And then from there, we're going to plane shift him
Okay.
and out.
Okay. That was the one problem, child. 5 were discovered, but your exit strategy did work on those. So 5 appear back at camp.
The second that this kid gets back at camp, I'm going to walk up to them as soon as I have the report on what happened and be like, you want to explain that yourself there?
It's fine. I would have handled it.
Really? Because
Yeah.
it didn't look like you handled it.
I was gonna
It
get
looked like you were
kidnapped
about
and-
to be sent in completely and utterly on your own.
I was gonna get captured, and it's fine.
What was the plan once you got captured and you didn't have backup?
I'd figure it out.
That's not a plan.
Would have been fine.
All right, you're banned from going out on missions again
What?
until further notice.
I'm leaving.
No.
I'm leaving.
Where are you going to go?
Back to the reconstructors.
I don't believe you.
Fuck you. He leaves.
You can earn the ability. Okay, I'm sending simulacrums with him. You can.
Don't
Is
send
he-
your
is-
stupid
is he
freaky
not-
clone shit after me. I'm tired of your freaky shit. You show up out of nowhere and everything changes. Everyone listens to you. Fuck you.
Kid, hold on.
Fuck
I'm going to chase
you.
after him.
No.
No, no,
Leave
no, no,
me
no, no.
alone.
What's up then?
I-
What are you upset about?
Everything was going fine. You showed up. I was gonna do that shit on my own, but now I've got to sit with your stupid babysitters. I'm not a
So
kid.
what do you want right now?
I want to do this mission by myself. But you know what?
How would you
now
do
that I
it
think
by
about
yourself?
it, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm going back. And don't you dare send your freaky shit after me.
What's your plan, kid?
I'm
Doesn't
going.
sound like it's gonna work. You're going?
He's ignoring you.
Okay. I'm following him. I'm following this kid.
He
I
doesn't
know
talk
you're
to
mad
me.
right now. Talk to me. You really want to just walk back to the reconstruction?
Yes! Yes! Yes, you chatty asshole! Yes! That's what I've been saying! Yes! Do I need to spell it out for you? Do I need to spell it out for you in plain English? Do
You
I need
know
to
they're
spell it out
working
for you
with
in a
us as
different
well.
language? Do I need to spell it out for you in any other fucking way? Yes! I'm leaving! Holy shit!
It wasn't a bad plan. I just don't want to see you get hurt.
He's still going.
I can show you how to handle those situations better.
He's still ignoring you.
You can always come back if you want. Scrap?
Scrap will send on mission.
Can I just ping him?
Yeah?
Do I have a direct line? What was that kid's name?
Jackathan.
Scrap?
Yeah, what's up?
What can you tell me about Jackathan?
I don't know, he's pretty good at his job. He's pretty strong.
What's his job?
Pretty capable. Backup mechanic in case Frankie dies. Pretty capable fighter. Just solid. No real. Just kind of does a lot around the camp overall. Just kind of does whatever job we don't currently have. Pretty capable.
Does he usually take orders?
I mean, we usually don't have to give him any. He just does what he wants. But usually what he wants to do is just like the thing that needs to be done currently.
Right. Okay. I am sending simulacrums after him. They're going to keep their distance, and they're not going to. They're gonna be invisible and stuff. They're not gonna bother him, but they are gonna protect him if he needs it. Hypothetically, say he was really mad and storming back to join the Reconstructors. What do you think he needs to cool off?
Oof. I don't know. It's not really usually chatty.
Well, you know him better than I do. What does your team need?
I don't really know. Jackson just kind of needs usually. I don't know. He doesn't like you. He just kind of does his own thing. I've never really. But to be honest, I kind of just let him do it. He showed up one day, said, "I'm good at these things," and I gave him job over that. You know, it was like he's like, "I'm good at making I'm good at making machines. I can repair stuff. And we let him repair stuff. And then he was like, I see you guys don't really do any cooking. I'll do some cooking. Usually he finds a gap and then he does that, you know? So I don't really know.
Okay.
Kind of just always done his own thing.
All right. Thanks, kid. How's your mission going?
Oh, great. I'm already inside.
Oh, good work.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't killed anyone yet, have you?
No, I am inside of a mech, though.
What are you doing inside of a mech?
I may have killed somebody to get inside of a mech, but that's not the real question.
Okay, you just said that you...
You're the god of lies. I thought you'd be good at this shit. I thought it doesn't matter what I say to you. You just always figure it out anyway.
I do, but like... Alright, have you hid the body? Have you gotten rid of it?
Yeah, it's inside the mech.
Okay, cool. Someone's probably gonna notice that, like, someone's dead. So
How are they
maybe,
gonna
like...
notice that? I'm inside the mech.
Yeah, I know, but when you get out of the mech... I'm just saying you
It's
should probably
my
come up with
mech.
some sort of cover that suggests that someone other than you or us or a bandit has killed this person.
I've already stolen all of his clothes. I am a government official now.
That's how it works at Santa Claus rules.
Good job on that front. What mission did he get sent on specifically?
You sent him as part of the patrol, as part of the infiltration crew. You guys were, I think you guys put him on, would probably have put him on space, since that seemed to be the most important mission overall.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so currently he is inside the Ministry of Space in a government-owned mech.
All right. You be careful, kid. You come across any weird, fucky, teleporty crap where you meet anyone who's controlling pocket dimensions and stopping you on your way and making you pay taxes, you let me know.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, the mission.
Okay. Al, I might have fucked up.
Yeah, what is it?
How do I convince this kid to come back?
You don't. Remember
So
what I
that's just
told you?
it?
Remember what I told you so long ago? The more gods meddle and interfere in the day-to-day life of mortals, the more that you don't get what you want.
But you sent us in to meddle.
Exactly, mortal gods, to do the mission I assigned. You are now asking me, how do I win over a child?
Oh.
Viari, the kid has made up his mind. Not everyone's gonna like you. No matter if you're as nice as in the world. Your mere presence probably annoyed him because it sounds like someone who was used to doing whatever they wanted and was given orders. There's nothing that you can really do. They'll have to make that decision up on their own. And I think the more that you meddle, the more they'll resent you. Considering that's explicitly what they said. I don't know, I was barely listening, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but you have like that recall thing when you just like, you know stuff.
Do you want me to pretend that I don't listen to everything sometimes? I thought we agreed that that would be nice.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I thought you didn't want me to listen in on your embarrassing encounter in which a 15-year-old swore at you and ran away.
Okay, it wasn't embarrassing.
Said
I don't know, you just always made it look easy.
Oh, raising you was nothing. Was not easy. I think you have the wrong idea.
I listened to you.
So we're lying to our father figures now? Is that the, is that the play that we're making today?
Okay, but I didn't do that.
Okay, and everyone's different.
Damn it. I don't know what to do with children.
And then that's
Scrap
it's fine.
is very good at being a good kid. I don't know what to do
think-
with...
You want my honest opinion? I think Scrap is a horrible child and a really good spy. I think that kid was a kid. That's just me. I think don't sweat the small stuff. You've literally killed people before. Having someone be mad at you because you interfered too much in their day-to-day life is probably nothing to be worried about, if in my all honesty.
I don't want my friends to be right. I don't want Gary to be right.
I think they are right, and you need to accept the consequences of your choices. Is it the only present option? Maybe. But this is a choice you made. You need to accept that some of that is going to be... These children are not going to be children ever again.
I just thought... That's what I did.
And haven't we already learned that you're hardly a regular person? Isn't that what I've tried to convince you of for many, many days, many hours?
Yeah, but it was fun when I did it.
Viari, I don't know how many different ways I can give you this lesson, so I'm going to give it to you very plain and straightforward. Your experience is not universal. Stop applying your thinking to other people. You want my if you do this more, the more likely people are going to be upset at you. You are a very specific individual who has enjoyed their upbringing, despite most probably thinking it was terrible. I'm glad that you enjoyed the parenting I gave. I would hardly call myself a perfect father, but I did my best. And I thought you said you didn't want to be a parent to these people anyway.
I don't want to be a parent to them. I just didn't want to mess it up.
Well, you didn't even attempt it in the first place, so... Look. I think that you need to accept that some of these people are not going to like you. And you need to start maybe taking into account what they want a little more if you want to start applying your thought processes on these kids. Scrap, he's like you. He's going to have a great time doing this. Not all of them are. Scrap told you the ones that were the most capable. Didn't necessarily tell you which ones were going to enjoy it.
Thanks, Al.
No problem. Godfrey, what are you doing?
Godfried is teaching the kids how to make explosives with Frankie.
Yeah, you got use my sodium.
Yeah, good. So this is an age special. We like to call it the little boy.
These kids, by the way, so the kids that you sent on a mission are older. Those are like all the older kids. These are kids. These kids
Godfried
are like
is teaching
11
second
and
grade.
younger. Like
Did you just
youngest
make a
being
fucking
6.
Hiroshima joke?
Little boy. We're just gonna start small, all right? All right. Does anyone have uranium on hand?
What's that?
It's a glowing green rock. Anyone?
One kid
No
just
one?
goes, "Bleh." It's my lucky stone.
That is perfect. Can I have that?
Okay. He puts it in
All
your
right.
hand.
So there's this wonderful thing called fission and fusion. Two separate things, but very cool things can happen from it. Now, Godfrey has the pointer again. Now, I'm no expert, but you gotta smush some things together and people die. We're great at that, all right? Yes? Questions?
How do you smush a rock together?
Oh, like this! And he takes just a rock and smushes it into the uranium.
That doesn't happen because you need to smush it with a lot more force than that.
Godfrey has a 30 strength. That's a lot of force.
It's not enough. you need
It's
to.
still not megatons worth of TNT.
No, it's not,
Yeah, I
not
think
enough.
you might need A's 21 intelligence.
Godfried runs out into the desert and just detonates it. I don't know how, but he does it somehow.
You know what? I'll allow you to happenstance a detonation with this.
Godfried is a comic book character. This
You
man
do
is a
realize
comic
you're going to
book.
be at ground zero of a nuclear blast.
I'm a
right?
skeleton. What's the worst that could happen?
Roll
You're
to
still
hit.
alive!
You can roll
Am
to
I?
hit if you apply a smite, booming blade, and a shadow blade. All max will allow it.
Let's do it! I'm gonna go way out into the desert. I'm just like shouting to them that they just can't hear me because I'm miles away.
So let me just get the
Oh my god.
dice
Oh
roller.
my god.
POV, Godfrey causes a nuclear explosion. There will be consequences.
Let's just get the Google Dice roller.
Just
and
meanwhile, Godfried out in the wasteland screaming, I am become death, destroyer
of worlds.
Oppenheimer, eat your heart out.
Are we gonna now have to deal with like a nuclear fallout situation?
Oh, Ace is gonna be so excited.
Frankie, he's like, Frankie, are you? He gave Frankie a telescope just to watch.
Don't let Frankie
no,
look at it.
no!
Come on, Frankie!
Possible idea!
Super blind.
You know how nukes work!
Godfrey
The
doesn't.
answer is no!
You know, I think we didn't spend enough time talking about the kid who just has uranium in his mouth. That kid, I also want to adopt that one. He's got something fun going
Godfrey
on.
did-
That
Godfrey
kid has the mind of a scientist.
Godfrey,
Curious,
but
that one.
for real, Godfried is basically just going over the reinforcements with the kids and being like, all right, this is how like the zones work. Stay away from the glyphs. They will kill you. But we also have the molten metal. Don't touch that. Don't put your hand in it. Don't eat that. That will kill you. We use that to pour it off the walls.
Why can't I eat the molten metal?
Well, because Godfrey's just gonna stick his hand in it. Ah! That.
You take a d6 of damage.
Do I have to roll it myself?
I'll roll it. I got it right here. Oh shit. Oh shit. 3 damage. You take 3 damage.
Oh, that wasn't that bad actually.
That's almost enough to kill a person normally.
All right, yeah, that would kill you. Not me though. I'm cool like that. And if you're cool one day, you can also become a skeleton.
They are all level 11, so they probably
No,
wouldn't.
the older kids are. These are children.
Oh, right. Yes.
So Godfrey's just got like a metal hand now.
These kids all have like maybe 2 hit points. Maybe
There
2.
you go.
Maybe 2.
All right. So when you handle this, make sure to put on the oven mitt so you can carry it to the wall and dump it onto the government people. All right.
Ooh. Why do they so what I do is how do we melt metal?
Okay, so here's what you do. You see that? That's called fire. All right. We put it on a fireplace. We get a bowl or like a kettle or something. We put it on top of the fire, and you throw in the metal things that you don't need, right? And that gets really hot, and then it becomes like a liquid. You know what a liquid is?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Kid eats sand. That's liquid now.
Yes, it is.
This is
All right.
also the kid who had the uranium in his mouth.
I'm gonna
Well,
keep
now
this
we know how it got there.
I'm gonna keep this uranium, all right? Because now I know that if I use a smite, a booming blade, and a shadow blade, I can set it off. So I'm gonna keep that for later.
You will also be taking the damage, but yes.
Oh yeah, no, like if I set it off, absolutely. But I'm just gonna keep it for now. Who knows when I'll need some uranium?
You have bone cancer now.
Oh no! What will I do?
Uranium has a lot of, all matter has a lot of calories, guys.
Again, if you eat over, like, it's like something 600,000 bananas, you will die of radiation poisoning.
Oh, it's way less than 600,000.
Is it? I found, like, the actual math for it, and I
Way
put it in a
less.
YouTube video, but it's something
Yeah.
like that.
But yeah, you die of banana poisoning before you die of radiation poisoning is the best part
Really?
about that.
Yes, the radiation would kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
That's
it's
what
great.
I said. It's like, yeah, if you eat 600,000 bananas, you die of radiation poisoning. Never mind, you just die from eating 600,000 bananas anyway. Like,
Yeah. It's just like, again,
it's only 400 bananas.
Yeah, it's a
Only-
really low number.
Only. Uranium has a lot
Wait,
of calories.
what?
I just-
Compared to
Yeah,
600,000?
It's because like every few potassium
but it's like-
atoms are just radioactive.
It's
They just
like-
come like
they're
that.
the
Exactly. It
radioactive
has to be-
isotope.
It has to be like an under 10 minutes though, because otherwise the radiation won't
yeah.
run off.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
have
like
to eat
uranium has a lot of
400
calories.
bananas in 600.
Yeah, I remember reading something along the lines of like
weirdly doable.
Marie
though.
Curie's doorknob
it's
is
not.
like if you were to touch that, it's the equivalent of eating like 18 bananas immediately because you can technically just like measure radiation by how
Yeah.
many bananas consumed.
Welcome
at
to
a time.
Factor Cap, everyone.
And Brooke
It'd be
just-
Here at
400
Paperwork
bananas
Pantheon, we
a
care about
day.
math and science.
Isn't it that you can't touch her notebook? Like they have to keep her notebook in really specific
Yeah.
circumstances,
Yeah.
and you have to
Her whole
have all this
office isn't
protective gear to
great.
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's-
That like orb? That like the orb of death?
Oh,
or
the
something?
demon core.
The
That-
demon
Demon
core.
core. That's so bad. Literally,
Didn't
like
we talk about this?
we were just talking
Yeah.
about the demon core.
What?
Henley Doglian Jr., man.
Yeah. When are Danny and I not talking about the demon core friendly?
Are you and your
Why
homies
am I
not
being
talking about the
included on
demon
these
core?
combos? I'm fucking obsessed with that shit.
Come on, guys. You and your homies aren't really homies. If you're not.
Was
talking
I
about the
here
demon
for this
core all the time.
conversation?
I think you
wasn't.
were. I think you were, Brooke.
You had to have been.
Because Amelia and I are never together.
Yeah, I was like, when are Danny and I just like free at the same
Yeah,
time?
I know, hanging
ever?
out, and I'm not there. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but I can't remember
The
it.
universe must remain balanced.
The
I
universe is singing to me.
I have binged Kyle Hill's Half-Life histories so fucking many times. It's my comfort playlist.
A gram of uranium is like 18 billion calories. I'm ready for my bulk, guys.
What does
Does it have
Gary
any
have to
protein
say
in
about
it?
it
No, bro, I just
leaving?
need the calories right now.
Gary.
I need to eat
goes-
protein apparently if I want muscles, and it's so hard.
Gary
Red
just
meat.
shrugs and goes,
I hate eating meat.
"Well, it's one
I'm
less
so
to teach,
lazy.
I guess."
What happened, Viari? I heard someone the universe told me someone was swearing at you.
One of the kids wasn't listening on mission, so I got him out of there. And then when he got back, I told him that he wasn't going on further missions. He was going back into training, and he left.
I mean, that's his right, isn't it? He's just a kid.
It is. The kids are so annoying. They don't listen.
Wow,
Well,
that's
These
crazy,
guys do.
bro.
they're doing great, but
Like, Godfrey feels vindicated because now you know what he felt like for the first 3 years of their friendship.
The first,
You know what Ace feels like now?
The first.
I listened on missions.
Woof.
At least I did my job.
Oh, you were great at that.
Anything that had to do with my job, I did it, and I did it to the best of my ability. I was killing gods at 15. Like, I did my job.
One of the kid who had the uranium in his mouth walks up to Godfrey and just starts gnawing on his fingers. Like,
The metal ones.
yeah.
You having fun there, kiddo?
I love that one. What's his name? Figure it out, please.
Godfrey's just gonna let him do it. He's like, this is fine. Damn, Godfrey's a father now.
Godfrey's been a father. Like, you've adopted several people.
Isn't
Yeah,
this also like a plot line? Like, you had a kid, and it was Z.
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I forgot.
No, it was like Caesar's parent, wasn't it? I didn't
Caesar's
think you
dad,
had
yeah, yeah.
Z's
Yeah.
my grandkid. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. We'll dive into that at a later date. So Godfrey's compensating by getting all these weird fuckers.
If you need a co-parent, Ace is right there waiting.
No, again, A's
Oh.
remember A's and Godfrey have to get together every second Tuesday of every month so they can do their job together. So
Yeah.
now we're just gonna co-parent. We're gonna turn it into a daycare. That's what we're
It's every
doing.
third month, but I'm gonna come by
Every
more.
third month. Thank you.
Just
Okay.
you know, for the kids.
Just to hang out with Frankie and this fucker right here.
Yeah. What's this fucker's name?
What's the kid's name? What's your name, kid?
What's Uranium Kid's name?
Kids just call me Chewy.
What's up, Chewy? How you doing, buddy?
That makes a lot of
Yes.
sense.
Godfrey's just gonna pull off his pinky and give it to him. That's for you right now. Kids are great, Viari. I don't know what the problem is.
A god, does he become one or like a demigod?
Well, it's covered in metal, so I hope he doesn't swallow it, because otherwise he's gonna choke and I'm gonna Heimlich him.
Is Chewy because he's constantly teething after chewing on the uranium? His teeth just keep falling out and
you know how Danny's
replacing
Wizard World.
You know, Danny. You know,
The god, one of the characters ate the god of hunger and now is always hungry, but is also partially a god. Is that happening right now?
the thing is, Godfried will be so good at getting these kids' teeth back. Godfrey is so good at bones.
I'm amazing
You
at
know,
them.
you're not wrong.
These dentures are for you.
Oh.
Don't ask me where I got the
So the
teeth.
kid
what
made
is
his
this
con
face?
save, and he swallows your pinky whole.
I'm like, Chewie!
What? No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, I'm gonna need that back though.
You'll get it back eventually.
It's gone.
Is he a partial god? Please tell me he's a partial god.
I'll give you like a couple days. Alright. Chewie, can you like stay with Frankie for now? Like, I need to keep an eye on both of you.
Frankie doesn't allow me in the shop.
That's probably smart. Alright.
I love my idiot son.
Alright, Chewie, you see that bowl of molten metal right there?
Hmm?
Actually, don't look at that. Please. Oh, don't give me that face. You want a little? You want a little bit?
Son of a bitch with the sad music.
This is like Puss in Boots.
Should I get
Oh,
revivified?
spoilers.
I'm just like, oh, I need to get revivified ready.
Absolutely. Do not let that kid.
Drink molten
Do it.
metal.
Do it. You have Revivify. It's fine. What, you're gonna listen to these two about parenting?
I guess I'm not even there.
I'm not parenting anyone.
Yeah,
Alright.
very
Also,
clearly.
this is Patrick talking, not Theta.
Alright, well, truly,
I'm great with
let's get you out of here before you eat something that you shouldn't. I'm gonna need that pinky back and like what you poop it out though.
my god.
Thank you. Alright. Frankie, can you keep an eye on Chewie for a second?
Why?
Because he ate my finger.
Yeah, and he's eaten my bullets before, and my screwdriver, and the nuts and bolts for the guns, and the screws.
He ate a screwdriver?
You know,
What is
that's the one that gets you.
Where did it go?
What is this kid?
You know, honestly, eating all
He
the
broke-
lead from the bullets probably actually
Yeah.
dampened the uranium.
Like, he
for
has an
everybody.
actual
Chewie
iron
is fucking
stomach.
Rico. Chewie's fucking Rico
Let's
from
stop
Penguins of Madagascar.
Let's stop.
Rico.
Chewie, uranium.
Honestly, though, that's pretty great.
All right. Well, let's wait for your other parents to get back now. All right, kids. Let's go check out the caves and not get blown up.
All right, you get back to work on the caves with the kids. Gary goes over to Viari and goes,
You really haven't learned how to not sweat the small stuff, have you?
Gary, I feel like being a god is not exactly the small stuff, and I currently have a warlock pack with all of these kids. So,
you can revoke his if you want.
but it just feels so cruel.
The kid wanted out. Who are you to deny him what he wants? Right?
I'll send him a contract.
Not all these kids are gonna be avid spies. Some of them will die.
Like Chewie.
Chewie's never gonna die.
Chewie hasn't died yet. Chewie's fine.
We can bring them back, sure, but they are going to be going through stuff. Can't protect them from everything, and part of the reason why you have them in the first place is so that they can go places where you can't watch them.
I should talk to Alistair and borrow some of his warlocks. Bring the kids in. This was a bad idea.
You want to bring them all in after you've pumped their head full of ideas? They're gonna be spies?
Well, I can send them on safer missions.
Well, I don't think you can bring them in now. Half of them are already inside.
We can get them out. Alistair's got an army of warlocks that are already trained. So,
Yari, I have a question for you. I've asked Truth about this, and Truth got this statement from Alistair, so I'm assuming Alistair's told you this. Have they ever told you about the rule vaguely governing gods? The more that you directly interfere, the less likely you are to get what you want?
yeah.
Have you considered applying that now? I think all you can really do
You mean
is...
just let them go?
I think we let them finish their mission, check on the results, and then see. Running a team isn't smooth sailing. I think you need to... This isn't all going to work out fine. There's going to be losses and there's going to be victories. A team is a resource, and it will be spent.
This is why you didn't want me training up kids.
Yeah. Who could have guessed, huh?
I just didn't want to have to ask Al for his warlocks.
Yeah. Well,
And
too
you're
late.
busy with...
It's too late right now. We're already neck deep in it. We've made our beds, we gotta lie in them. I helped you with this one, so I can't exactly leave now either. We see it
You
through.
can.
No, we see it through. I'm not letting you lie in this mistake if I didn't get the chance to stop you. I'm finally
You-
here to watch you fuck up a mission. I am not going to let you fuck it up further. If you want my honest opinion, it's we leave the kids in now because it's too late to back out. You have cold feet? Tough shit. Now you train these kids as good as possible. You make them forces of nature. And you stop whining about it. Some of the kids are gonna hate you. Who cares? It's the
You
one
never
that...
told me how you became a warlock for truth.
How did I become a warlock for truth? Frankly, right now, none of your business. Let's focus on getting these kids right. Focus on training them. Focus them on Godfrey's insane metal plan. We can have small talk afterwards, but right now, you need to be a leader. And a warlock patron.
Hey,
Okay. Now stop getting cold
that
feet.
is bad.
A lot of talks with Alistair.
Oh, okay. Well, that feels rude.
To chat with my boss.
He's not really your boss, is he?
If this were a company, Truth's my boss, and he's the goddamn CEO, so I do chat with him on
What are you
occasion.
talking to Alistair about me about anyway?
Viari, who do I mostly cover in my jobs? Put two and two together.
Okay, well, it's weird that you guys are gossiping.
Hey, Alistair. Why does Viari insist on leaving me enrichment activities? Hey, Alistair, does she not realize that this makes my job infinitely harder? Hey, Alistair, do you know that she's dropped my success ratings down from 80% to 60% since she started leaving these enrichment activities and hiding all of the truth behind a bunch of meaningless puzzles?
I'm so sorry. I wanted to still be around even when I wasn't.
All I'm saying is, you asked me why, I gave you a reason why. You asked. No,
You liked them anyway.
doesn't mean I can't ask why they're there. Now
Okay,
quit your
well-
moping. Get your shit together. Like, start training the kids who came back and who are discovered.
You know I'm gonna have to do a really good job on the enrichment activities this time because you're here.
Sure you will. Just train up the 4 kids who came back.
Fine. Well, get to work, teacher.
Hurdy-gurdy, please play the current song, but play every flat note, that should be in the correct key. I would like for you to make it to the incorrect key. And play outside of the current zone of silence. And he snaps silence on himself and makes the hurdy-gurdy play off-key.
I would like to counterspell his silence.
The hurdy-gurdy counterspells you.
Don't worry about
Simulacrum will counterspell the hurdy-gurdy.
I know.
The hurdy-gurdy.
No, actually, the simulacrums are with me. They're working right now, so they're on the.
I have simulacrum.
No, you don't. What are you talking about?
Of course I do. They're my simulacrum.
Do you have the hurdy-gurdy with counterspell? The spell is redirected at the simulacrum.
Oh, okay. Well, it just shuts down the spell, right?
It shuts down the simulacrum because you cast. Well, yeah, counterspell. It's redirected, but yes, it doesn't work all the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it wasn't a dispel, it was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
counterspell.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just going to walk with him then. I'm sticking with him and staying inside the zone of silence.
He's just staying in a tent. He's writing down the curriculum.
I'm getting back to work. I have contracts to learn how to forge.
No one can hear you say this, as you are in the zone of silence, as you previously did.
Viari pulls out contracts and starts trying to figure out how to lie on them.
And with that, I feel like we haven't talked much with Godfrey today, so I'll give him one more moment. A quick moment, the ending moment. How are the tunnels going?
Let's make a roll. What should I add to it, guys? What do you think? What should
Make an athletics check.
Tunnel.
athletics checks. Oh,
Make a
athletics.
tunneling check.
Secret tunnel. All right, I have a plus 62
Tunneling,
athletics.
survival, maybe?
All right, 11 plus 16. That's a that's a.
With your
27.
efforts behind the wheels of the tunneling and dictating to the simulacrums all the happenings, the tunnels are completed first, and therefore your walls, all the material to make your walls, is also completed. You've gathered all the material you need.
We're awesome, right? Right, guys?
Damn.
Yeah!
Yeah. All right. Now let's build that wall.
Wait.
Oh my god, I love Hades Town.
Right.
Wow.
I loved the last 4 years.
Wow. The last.
Buddy, it's 2023. That
I know.
ended 3 years ago.
You know, it feels like it hasn't, though.
Honestly, I understand that.
Weird. It still feels the same.
And with that, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Paperwork Pantheon, episode 31. I've been your host, your Dungeon Master, Offbeat Outlaw, with using he, they pronouns. Please, if you'd like to support the channel, giving donations in chat is obviously a great way to support the channel. Another excellent way is watching my videos and sharing them. I'd show the Patreon today, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you guys to do something free. Share my latest videos, please, especially the one with Danny in it. Do that, please. It didn't do well, and that's stinky poo-poo, because no one wanted to click on the photoshopped images of my face and his, apparently. I think the thumbnail's honestly ass. I need to fix that. But if you did enjoy the stream, please support the YouTube channel primarily. That's where the magic happens. Amelia!
Hi, my name's Amelia Som, and unfortunately, I went 31 days without signing my pronouns back into their home network, so I no longer have access to them. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com.
Fuck, that was incredible.
Thank you.
Brooke.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and I have been Viari, the god of wanting everyone to like them and never have anyone dislike them ever, because that is stressful. And you can find me.
Great, Pat.
Hi guys, I'm Patrick Keefe. I am that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. That's where you can find me. You can also find me over at the Writers Room 7th Sea podcast. We are just about to wrap up season 1, and we've got some exciting stuff coming for you in between seasons 1 and 2. And also, Offbeat's partner and I, Smallbird Lex, might be going into business together where she draws art of your persona, and then for an additional fee, I will voice act that persona. So if that's something that you're interested in, go follow Smallbird Art on Instagram, and yeah.
Give them money.
What a
Do it.
hyper-specific business endeavor.
You know what? It was asked for. It was not us that came up with the idea.
That's
Yo,
so funny to me.
Look,
Amelia,
I
you
know
have a
there's at
question?
least, like, statistically speaking, a furry in chat right now. Go do that. The art is good. Danny.
It's very good. Amelia, you have a question, yes.
I just forgot. I'm also DMing a podcast like right now. The first episode just came out. If you want to listen to Guildfellows, we're playing in Savage Worlds and I'm doing bullshit.
Swag money.
Did Danny go?
No, now it's Danny.
It's me, Mario.
You sound just like Chris Pratt. It's crazy.
It's a me, Mario.
Question: What is
Star-Lord.
with this campaign to make Gary hot? This is stressful.
Mushroom Kingdom.
Campaign. Gary's already hot. Gary's been hot for the last few times that he's shown up. Like,
No, why?
What
Because
is,
he's
like-
yelling at me.
no, because he's being strict and
It's
like
the
showing his more-
competency.
It's the there you go.
Calling me on my
dominance.
bullshit, and I'm mad about it.
Damn.
That's hot.
It's almost like that's been his entire job.
The consequences of my actions.
It's almost like his whole job for 400 years has been figure out VRE's bullshit. Courtesy of yourself. Wow. Thank you all for
almost like
watching.
You've been training
you're
for
supposed to be good at it.
Hell's
I
hysterical.
regret asking for this NPC. Why is he good at the thing he was intended for?
How wretched. Thank you all for watching.